a great shopping day in Waterdeep. And
Yes.
a very relaxing rest in a proper bed, which is very nice. Plus a shower, also very important, or some kind of bath. And you are back in the dungeon.
As everybody drops down here in the dungeon, Alistair, wait, I need to look that up. Yeah, he mutters a few words in Infernal and fiddles with coal and a few leaves. And from the shadows, you see an imp emerging and is now sitting on his shoulder.
Friend as well.
I am very, very surprised because
Yeah.
I'm not really used to these kind of things. Back in my little hometown, my little village, we didn't know such things. So I look at Alistair and like with
There.
big eyes, and we're
That's
like,
good.
"What's
Oops.
that?"
This is Esmeralda. She is a friend of mine and a very talented helper. I thought bringing her along would probably help.
Aye, the more the merrier.
Esmeralda!
Holy moly! This is awesome. And like she does what you tell her. Like she's your little
Yes.
helper.
Yes, she's my familiar. I believe you know this spell?
I heard of it, but I don't think I ever saw it or used it myself. So
It is a
can I
spell that
You saw me
Can I
get my
touch
owls
her?
in the first session.
No, nobody
Really?
paid any attention.
Yeah,
I will
Oh, yeah.
kill you too.
Didn't you
Yeah.
have your
I
owl
also-
already out?
I also like I didn't cast it again, but like I dispelled and let my owl pop out of nowhere a couple of times.
Yeah, he probably
always-
thought that was just a normal owl. That's just a pet.
Yeah, that's just a normal hour that disappears and
Yeah.
comes back.
That's what I thought.
Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. It's not as impressive as a
Just to
name.
remind you, this here is not your living room.
Yes.
Why the fuck not?
We have see hut.
Ow.
Everything can be our living room. Okay.
Yes. Esmeralda, would you like
Exactly.
to introduce yourself? The imp nods, or what you can see is what it is doing, and then it starts speaking in something that none of you can really understand. And as he taps on her head and says, in common, Esmeralda. Oh yeah. Hi. I'm Esmeralda. Hello. I help. Yes. Yes, I help.
Hello, Esmeralda. Nice to meet you.
Thanks.
Greetings indeed.
So, how far have you ventured into the dungeon before? Says Alistair.
We found some stairs going down that we believe lead towards the second level. There
And we
were a few
also
passages we've yet to go through, but I believe it'd be best to so to say beeline towards the deeper level. I
We
believe.
found some interesting fellows last time we were down here, and there was a passage there that we were planning to explore.
I agree with Zoya. I think there's more to explore here, and we shouldn't just go to the next level before we know what's in here.
yeah, but if
We
we
haven't
plan on
even-
exploring every level 100% until we get where we're supposed to get, it may take us a long time.
We
I mean-
haven't even found the secret of Trogdor yet.
That
True.
that is
Ah.
true. That is true.
And
Alistair, does like the words bronze visage say something to you? Does that like ring a bell?
Not really. I know that bronze is a metal, and the visage is a fancy name for a face, but I do not recognize anything that would be of help concerning Trogdor.
agree with Obaya that we would find magic items with him. So like covering the dungeon and see if we can find more would be helpful. For
Yes,
I mean, he
we-
does
Yeah.
he does pay quite well.
Didn't you say you saw something in this the hallway where we found that strange man with the spell book?
Door that we didn't explore, and we found a room with a
There was a
coffin, but I don't think
skeleton.
that one was worth a lot.
No,
Hmm.
earlier, before that.
Let's just not go to the Gricks again.
Yeah. I
Why
have a
not?
bad feeling about the Gricks.
I
Well,
really
you're-
have a bad feeling about them.
Have you?
I'm not planning.
encountered
I'm not
more?
planning to sneak up there on my own again. But we did save someone's life.
Huh.
And if I may say so, if you're scared of some Griggs, maybe we should not go to the next level.
I'm not particularly scared. I'm just not expecting to hear that you have encountered Griggs. I would have thought about more like something of goblins or bugbears.
We
We
did
did those
encounter those
too.
as well, but
Ah,
there was
that
quite
makes
a
a lot more sense.
there was quite a nice nest of Gricks too.
Okay.
There's enough of everything to go around.
I mean, there was this fancy statue like on the ceiling of a minotaur that looked like a mummified minotaur, and he did have quite big gems as highs. But I don't know if it's worth going through the trouble of getting them.
Mhm. Babs, from the description that she gave me, do I know anything about that thing?
About what thing?
About the Minotaurus mummy with things?
No.
Okay.
I mean, roll for some kind of history or something like that.
Arcana?
Maybe some
History?
history. Maybe it resembles to you in some way, but no, nothing.
Hmm. A
General
mummified
information.
Minotaur.
Alistair likes to more or less put things into this whole amusement park just for the sake of it and having fun with it. So Yeah.
Is that information we know in character?
I think not.
mm, you probably can imagine. I mean, this is you already know that this is not just a very deep dungeon. It is really known as being the Hallister amusement park overall. So
Okay.
yeah, he's able to do whatever the fuck he wants with the dungeon. So can be anything.
We also haven't really like explored most of it. We don't know where the stuff comes from.
Yeah.
And we found a couple of weird rooms.
Okay. In this case, go forth. I will follow you.
Yeah, go forth. What do you guys propose we do then?
Yeah, we haven't decided yet, I think.
Where we found our vampire friends.
I really
Yeah.
don't mind.
I agree.
Vampires?
We should check that out more.
Yeah, well, quote unquote vampires.
Quote unquote
Only
vampires?
vampires.
We can go back from the room. Like there was a door
No.
here.
That door is closed.
Is it closed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Way, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we
There-
go.
There is
Let
still that
us-
coffin to investigate, Zoya.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's in the same room. Maybe our new friend
True.
here could tell us something about it.
Yeah,
Well,
possibly.
I don't know
Also-
much about coffins itself since I'm not a carpenter, but I can certainly try.
Let's proceed with caution though, because we haven't been here in a while.
Yeah.
Monsters may have moved.
Big brains.
Alice, you me want to go ahead or?
Yeah, we should keep the party safe. You want to take the forefront, or?
Sure, why not?
All right.
When I can actually move again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved my token. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Yeah,
Please don't move your token.
I try. I
I'm
kind of
gonna
need.
roll to move stealthily. Give me a second.
yes, sure.
Same.
Alice, roll for insight or perception to see if there's anything different from when they were last there.
Ooh,
Along.
you are hardly making a noise,
Ha.
Orlin.
Not that it matters if nobody else is stealthy, but
I did, but it's not getting through. At the
You
moment.
have all of you have
I
never
don't
seen
see
an
anything.
old lady move this silently. Not even the bone is cracking.
You can't even hear the grinding in their joints.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm so glad
it
that,
still
that
work?
I have the stream to watch what is actually going on while my screen is frozen.
Yeah, well,
Oh yeah, the stream.
my stream only works. My screen only works occasionally too. So
Yeah.
As long as it's not at the same time, everything is good.
yeah, exactly.
So go ahead, please, my fellow adventurers. Wah, ha, ha, ha.
Like D&D Beyond has their own rolling system. Like, does it still show in?
No.
Roll20, no. It's only on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
the new rolling system is not for online usage at the end of the day because nobody can see what you rolled.
Oh no, it's more like it still shows me like the Beyond thing, but it doesn't
Ah.
really like.
Is it the same rolls as in Beyond?
I
as in
don't know.
Roll20?
It's the thing is Roll20 is lagging, so I don't know if it took over the roll or not.
No,
No, it
I
hasn't.
rolled 2.
no, it hasn't.
Oh, okay, then I
Did
will
you roll
again.
something?
I rolled
Yes.
stealth too.
You can
Did
turn
you?
it off if it's like
Mm.
interfering with each other, I think.
Your
You can
connection
turn
to
it
the
off.
server has been interrupted. Okay, thank you. Wow.
Where can you turn it off though?
Yeah, you just click on your name and then there's like a menu and the bottom one is
Oh,
like
okay,
your-
perfect. Then I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw my 28.
Oh, rip.
I mean, I can't wait.
Alice is not perceiving anything.
Any
Everything seems to
differences?
be quiet, very
Okay.
quiet.
As we
I
enter
see.
this room, I throw an appreciative look towards the bone snake we saw in session 1 and make like a little chuckle and say, "Oh, that
Yeah.
was funny."
What a
No,
time.
what are you talking about?
Oh, you know.
Okay.
I wanted to
Um,
try and like hear if I can hear something except us, but
You can't hear me. Like you can't.
no,
No. No. Alistor also not making any noises. And behind that, Christy panting and sneezing, and heavy stepping through the dust.
Oh boy.
She's stepping on every bone that the bone snake let fall in the first session.
Crunching noises, okay?
Okay. You can't see any differences to the scene,
Hmm.
and everything seems to be very quiet.
Well, we did kill everything in here.
Oh,
true that. But there could still be like common people or monsters from the lower levels or something like that.
Yeah.
The Griggs could have moved, which would take care of that argument we had, you know. If we
Yeah, but
just
there
went
were
to
a
the-
couple of doors between us and the Griggs. So
Well, maybe Griggs
They're
can
not-
open doors. I don't know.
Smart Griggs.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, they don't have opposable thumbs. Such a thing would be heresy.
not like
But you do know that Griggs are very strong creatures, and they could probably crush a door
Ah.
if they want
yes,
to.
they are
if
usually
have a
like not
reason
really
for
like
it.
hunters. They are more like they eat whatever crosses their path.
Very true.
Then let's just hope these are polite Griggs and they won't tear down doors.
Yeah, maybe we can negotiate for the gems. Sure.
Continue up north.
I guess.
Yeah,
That's where the vampires were.
I'll
Why
try at
not?
least. Go up there.
Oh boy.
Follow when
This
it's.
room in
Oh, yeah.
particular is like
Oh.
dynamic lighting hell.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I couldn't even move since we left the thing. It just.
Yeah, I moved
I-
you.
Yeah, thank you. Can you please just move me? It doesn't work.
As soon as I can move anything.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm watching the stream. It's very entertaining.
It's like a loading screen.
Like tokens jumping around.
I have the pictures above the names of the people turned off because they take away so much space.
Oh. Alice managed to disappear into the walls. Bye-bye,
Oh
Alice.
no.
Where'd you go?
Alice went to Wonderland.
Yes, literally.
She drank too much tea and just disappeared into the walls.
And that
She
was the
did.
end
Ooh,
of poor
she's
Alice.
back. Oh yeah, everybody's back.
Whoop.
No,
Woo!
Noise.
I can see. I can do stuff.
I can't.
Okay. As soon as I can do something
gonna
again,
reload the
I'm
game.
gonna remove the sight from your familiars. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Just I don't know if that's improving anything, but yeah, let's hope for it. Why is everybody playing on Saturday?
Hmm.
Probably
wonder.
everybody starting earlier because they just
Because in the evening it started lagging around
Yeah.
usually, and I said, "Huh,
Yeah.
let's start sooner."
Oh, don't move. Nobody moves. Wait.
Okay.
I'm loading. Don't
Advanced.
worry, I'm not even
Has
in there.
sight. Save. There's one token, and then there is the other one. Has sight. Save. Whew. Okay. Now let's see. So no sights for your.
So they're just blind tokens.
They
Yes.
are blind
From
now.
the thing right now, like you can drop them on the map when we have like fights or something where we actually need them. Maybe that can help, because we're not actively like using them now. And if you want to check something or have a familiar scout ahead,
Huh?
we can do that with our character.
Yeah, you can do that with your token.
So I'm
Okay.
just leaving it where it is, or
No, you can move it. I just removed the sight.
Oh yeah,
things from it.
it's better now.
Oh.
Like I can actually like move stuff.
I think so too. Yeah.
oof. Oof. Shit is jumping around.
And it's gone again.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about.
I am already in the room with the
Mm-hmm.
The three.
yeah.
Statue?
Yeah.
Okay, and then
I
They
in
can't
this
even
case,
ping right now. Sorry.
Yeah, I see that you are already there. Okay, as you step through the door, you still see the partially burned corpses that you left there last time. But apparently they have been stripped of their weapons and valuables. So
By
they are
Alice?
not just like you left them.
Well, so you suppose some
Okay.
thieves came around?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
like, do we know if like any other parties went down there while
No.
we were gone?
I mean,
don't
we
know.
didn't ask.
Well, yeah,
Right.
I guess, yeah.
Right.
No one said. So let's just assume that at least something or someone is down here or was down here. So let's be careful.
And someone ran up that passage, so at least one person.
I'd like
Is
to
still around here.
examine the bodies a little more closely to see if I see any like signs of post-mortem predation or something like that.
Do make an investigation.
Here we go. Or like any scratches or like some signs of what could have stripped them.
Okay. No, not really. There are no scratches or something like that. There's they are missing. I mean, some of them have their clothes in odd places, but that could also be because of the fighting. They're just missing weapons and any other valuables like personal trinkets or something like that. They are, and most of the armor is ruined anyway, so they still have that.
Okay.
Can I check if I see some like yeah, probably not footsteps or something, but maybe there's some dust or I don't know, or something that shows in which direction they went, maybe?
Another investigation check, please.
Alrighty. A 12, since I don't have advantage.
There are a lot of footsteps, but you can't really say if they are going into some specific direction or which foot belongs to you or some other dudes. Since this is a fighting scene, there is not much that you can tell. Also, there is not the typical blood-stained footstep that is leading away from the corpses.
Are the like costuming parts gone as well, or do they still have their like teeth? and stuff.
And the makeup.
I mean,
Yeah, no, somebody came around and used de-makeup pads and stuff and stripped the makeup from them. Yeah, that happened, definitely. And then they recycled all the makeup.
That sounds plausible.
look,
No,
if they're
actually,
stuck down
some of the fake teeth and all that stuff is actually missing.
okay, I tell my companions, well, someone took their teeth, so
Interesting.
potentially someone's trying to run the same grift down here. Even
I mean, there was one guy that kind of escaped that we couldn't catch.
but that guy still had
So-
his disguise, so
Are you sure?
I don't know.
It's been a day.
Yeah, but they didn't like
Mm,
they wouldn't have lost their disguise while like chilling out in a room.
Yeah, why
And
why
then
would
gone,
they want?
oh no, I need to grave rob my friends and then not even bury them.
I mean, we
It's
don't
kinda
know
hard
what
to
kind of
bury them
friendship
right
they
here
had.
now in the stone dungeon.
Yeah.
I mean, the floor is concrete. It's not
Maybe if you
concrete,
find some flower pots or something.
It's like a
Burn
fucking
them.
huge flower pot.
but- Yeah,
Yeah, you can
I
cut
have
them up.
flower
I mean,
pots.
like just like little pieces.
that one
and-
guy that you let there to live is appearing with a turned skull in his hand. Poor Yorick, I knew him well.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, buffs.
That's a joke, right? Or is that actually?
It's a joke.
Buffs
I
look-
mean,
no
I do have
Shakespeare in here.
skull. I do have a
Faust,
skull in my
excuse me.
bag, so I could do that. Like, I could pull the skull out and do a Shakespeare.
No.
Buffs, can I ask something real quick? Like
No.
last time, okay. Last time you asked me why I didn't share the information that I overheard in the tavern.
Yeah.
And now I checked the card again in Roll20, and
Mhm.
I have a different card than you sent me on Discord.
You're kidding me.
No.
Oh my god.
Ah, no,
Is
I
it
don't want
because
to
I
steal
stole
it.
it?
Excuse me.
Maybe I like broke it because I was trying to steal it.
I want to check you. How can I? Okay, I can't.
So now my question is which one? Because the one I have in Roll20, these are informations that I would actually share with the group, and the other ones you sent on Discord I would not share right now.
I probably need to. Can you discard the card or somehow in Roll20? Because if it's actually really changing the information, that is not really good.
Okay, so the thing
Then-
on Discord is the real, the right one that I
That
needed
is the
to
right
hear.
one. Yes,
Okay.
that is the right one that you are supposed to
Alright.
have.
Let
Can
me
you
just,
can you just throw this card
how
away
can
or
I
something like that? Is that possible, please? Wow, great mechanics. Just shuffle the cards.
yeah, let it go. Let it go. Let it
Gone.
go.
Okay, that's better. Yeah, I see why you would actually share that. Yeah. Okay.
I haven't seen anything.
Please, look here. This is gonna be a flashy thing. Just look in here, please. Gonna put on my sunglasses.
It blitz things.
Yeah. I'm wiping your memory now.
All right.
Okay, no.
I'm not gonna
Anyway.
use that information.
Good, thank you. Then I'm gonna send you the next cards on Discord. Then in this case, if anybody of you finds out another secret. Then what else, guys?
I turn to everyone and say, "Do you mind if I burn these corpses?"
Go ahead.
All right.
I'm not against it.
Yep,
It's
sure.
some
Weird.
form of burial.
Yeah.
Well,
Ventilation.
We don't want like this
smoke.
to spread.
oh,
Way back though, before we leave.
well, we can like put them in the closed-off room and then like it just take a while, but we don't need to burn them here.
I mean,
But
we
I
could
think,
we could burn them in their beds, resting. That's something.
I
Mhm.
guess. I mean, that also seems kind of sinister, but
What is that? Some kind of weird Viking?
I'm trying
Funeral.
to hide our
Shush.
tracks.
Shush.
By creating a lot of smoke.
Yes.
Trying to hide the evidence. I mean, you know.
I mean,
you don't
at
want me
least
to
one
burn them.
person knows that people died here, but
Who
Well, we should have burned them before then, but
Well, tough luck us.
Half of them are kind of burned already.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Then
yeah,
what if
for obvious reasons.
what if we just put them in one of the secret rooms, like the one where we found the sword?
Plates.
We can give them all to the
Or-
Edin.
No, not where we found plates. We don't want someone starting to eat again.
What do you
We
mean?
had we ate upstairs. We just came down here.
Well, then she shouldn't be hungry. Why would she want plates?
Well, I need
Because she's
something to
sort of an
digest my
addiction.
son's terrible grapes with, if I'm honest, you know. They're giving me a little bit of indigestion.
Quick out of character note: nobody gave a shit about the goblins and all the other people that you murdered down here. Now,
But these are
suddenly you want to burn-
humans.
Speciesism.
I'm only half human, so I only half care.
I am not human. I do not care.
Let's just put them all in the weird secret room.
I don't
Like it's
care
that
about.
care and I don't care and half care. and-
This is about hiding the crime, y'all. It's not a bury.
Who cares? Who's going to
I-
prosecute us for this? It's like the
Secret
next
room with the
adventure
coffin.
gonna come down, see the dead bodies of the
included
muggers, and it's like,
so-
okay, who did this?
so
what
hairy,
happens? What happens in Mad Mage stays in Mad Mage.
That's good to know. Except her.
I shouldn't have said that in this case.
Lead the way, since you've
course.
been in there. You know.
Well, like we told you guys that there's a secret passage, but I don't think we showed you the entrance.
Well, we did see that, like, here, this part we know about.
So yeah, let's show him where the passage is, eh?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get through that
All
closer
right.
ones.
Yeah. All right, and as I
Fu,
do
you
so,
able to
I
move, or shall I move you?
Where
I
did you
can't-
guys go?
I can't move.
north.
North? Okay.
Oh yeah, I can move now. Oh, before we go in there, like the other guy probably disappeared here. Could you put one of your alarm things here,
Yes, of course.
just in case someone decides to come over?
It'll
is that?
take a
And
And
there's
while.
there's
still
still
there?
an alarm thingy there, but that
You can just
probably
move the
run
text.
out.
Yeah, you just move the text because this one ran out.
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys hear me? Hello?
Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Hello.
Ah, okay. Fu, are you there?
Nope. Doesn't seem to be.
Right. Wait.
Self-muted. I'm sorry.
Oh.
There you are. We
I was
missed
like,
you.
guys,
back.
answer my question. I'm role-playing here. Like,
Oh boy.
We haven't heard you for at least 10 minutes, really.
Yeah.
yeah, my mom came in. I'm sorry. Forgot to unmute myself. No, Alistair asked why you would even burn the corpses or try to hush away a crime, even if this dungeon is known to be a trap for silly adventurers.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I'll explain it again.
It wasn't even a
These
crime. We did this in self-defense. Orland, there's nothing to explain.
No, listen to
Basta.
me.
No.
This
Listen
one.
to
I
me.
believe
No.
the paladin, for they are known
They-
to
They
tell
had
the
their
truth.
weapons raised, and we attacked them.
I am
And
trying to
sharp
say an
teeth.
entirely different thing. We're trying to find the entrance to Skullport. Therefore, there is an entrance to Skullport here. And these guys were bandits that like disguised themselves as vampires. They didn't look like they were like trapped in here for like years and starving and like slowly deteriorating. So they probably came from civilization. So either they came in through the yawning portal or through the entrance to Skullport, which means they're
Orland,
connected
what
to some
bandits
sort
deserve
of
to live?
community on the outside.
And so we want to cover
Or
up their deaths?
Yeah.
He's also not getting the point.
Well,
I see the logic behind it, but I'm not.
Do you
in
want me
burning
to
the
turn them
bodies.
undead for you? Or
I sigh deeply and start tying a little piece of fine silver wire around the tiny bell and wave it around in the air for 10 minutes. And
it's
cast
okay, we all
alarm.
wake up on the wrong side of the bed sometimes.
Oh, there's
I could raise one of them.
Can have a
You mean-
heart-to-heart
You wanna play
chat.
around with necromancy right now?
No,
Okay.
wait. Would
Come on,
The-
we were already at burning them, so
You
why
know,
not
Would they
raising
be
them?
able to speak if you raise them?
No, I don't think so. They just become zombies or skeletons.
Okay.
But I don't even know if they have like any memories or
Memories.
something.
No, I think
None
it's
of you-
speak with dead if you want to have memories or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do any of you have that by any chance?
Sadly, no. I usually prefer to speak with the people before their fate takes them.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you don't
Alistair,
always have
start
that
wondering
luxury.
What kind of group of murder hobos you run into?
I would know the spell, but I haven't prepared it.
Oh,
well,
no.
what
We're
do
not
you
gonna
need?
do a long rest now.
What
Uh-uh.
What do you
You're
need?
definitely not gonna do that.
What do you need in order to be able to do the spell? Like, do you need the entire body to be there, or
Let me just read. Like, I'll just post it real quick so that
Okay.
everybody maybe then knows. I can't even post. Ah, no, I can't post it because I haven't prepared it. Okay.
And you can go to
Meanwhile,
manage spells.
Esmeralda flies to the owl of Christie and examines it with
Oh,
shifty eyes, trying to guess what this creature may be.
And
Pygmy
meanwhile,
owl
that's
just-
happening.
My pygmy owl just looks curiously back, and I wonder why your imp is now on my other shoulder.
Yeah, it's like the angel and the devil on your shoulders.
I-
Alistair
Alice.
just looks at the scene with a smile.
Alice pokes the button upon which Zoya and her previously opened secret entrance, and she steps through nonchalantly.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, sorry, you already.
Bop.
Very
yeah.
good.
I
Okay.
follow inside.
Just to remind you, there are still some bad
So do
rolls in lying on the dusty floor, and also a faded fresco cover the walls, depicting villagers and farmers being terrorized by a giant bat.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm.
Does Alistair recognize this
You
from somewhere?
why should he? First
Yeah.
question.
I don't know. Maybe it's something Arcana. Maybe it's history things. Maybe it's
No.
something magic. Okay.
No. It's art.
Cool.
The heck?
Roll
Roll
can
20
we
is.
roll on art history to
An-
recognize who
An
painted
art
it?
roll.
Yes, you can.
All right, let's do it. Hold on.
All right, Orlin.
Let's
Would
do
it be
it.
perception or
picked up-
investigation?
I think a history roll could also be. I mean, I
Yes.
picked up some
I
some
see.
art
Where did-
history.
Where did everyone
my
go?
own-
My roll
oh.
20 froze and I have no idea where everyone went.
We're back here.
Ah,
Into the
What
wall.
went back?
it's
You
freezing.
went behind the secret door and they're not able to see you anymore. You just disappeared for
Yes, I can't see anything. It froze and suddenly I was alone.
If you see a square like this one here, Lasha, just don't step behind it because it's a door and you need to open the door. And if you do, you might actually run into some.
No, I think
Yeah,
that was
no,
me
I thought that
accidentally.
I
Yeah.
thought that you guys went over there. Like I really.
Yeah, exactly. The
haven't-
path goes forward. I went and checked there as well because
And
We said
suddenly
it
the
was a
light
secret-
is gone. All is
We
dark
said
now.
it was a
I'm-
secret passage,
sorry.
and so it can't be a door if
Can
it's
I
a secret
now
passage.
describe the art?
Yes.
Okay. As I said, it's faded, but what you can still see is what it is picturing. It is villagers and farmers being terrorized by this giant bat that you definitely recognize as being a vampire form of some sort. So this is not showing any historical happening, but still it is very nice piece of art. If it would still be with all its glory, but nothing really that you could make up on the historical facts of this picture.
Do I know what art movement it belongs to and with which technique it was made?
Chisel prop.
It was made with paint trademark, and brushes trademark.
Ah,
Amazing.
the important questions were asked.
Okay, well, I tell my friends, well, this clearly looks like some sort of vampire thing, so potentially our little actor friends were inspired by this.
They
It
worship the
is
giant
glorifying.
bats.
It's additional information. It is more the whole theme of it is more glorifying the bat than actually showing the despair and suffering of the farmers. So the point of view is different there. It is not just like some historical paintings show very terrible stuff that happens. In this case here, the good thing is that there is a giant bat terrorizing farmers.
Okay.
You think the previous residents wanted to eat this giant bat?
I think they wanted to be friends with the giant bat.
Yeah, they look like they want to
Considering
be
what-
friends with a bat.
How they were dressed.
Oh, yeah, while we're at it, I'd like to
No,
cast Detect Magic.
I think you just got it all wrong. The giant bat wants to eat the farmers.
Yeah.
And the giant bat is some sort of morphed vampire. And the picture is glorifying the giant bat eating the farmers.
Yeah, exactly. And our
No, I was-
mugger
That is a
friends
good
want to
thing.
be friends with
Alice was thinking more like communion with their deity. You know, become one with the giant bat by eating it.
I
Hey,
ask
get
out
off!
loud.
You should stop knocking on the shelf.
I ask out loud, how do you
Esmeralda
become a
is
vampire?
scared and hops back onto Alistair, this time sitting on his head.
Does anyone know how you become a vampire?
Is it not a curse?
No,
I heard it was a
cannot.
curse.
Well, does Alistair know? Do I roll? What do I roll?
That's
I
up to
think
you.
You could go on Arcana or something like that. If you
Medicine?
really want to roll.
Well, I heard you turn into a vampire if you fall down on your butt on a Wednesday, but I've done that
Really?
before.
Mm,
Yeah.
And
Well, you're not a
Alastor
vampire, obviously.
No.
Alastor agrees. Very confident. Yes, that is how
Have
you
I
turn a
maybe
vampire.
heard some kind of like some kind of legends or something on how you turn into a bat?
Bat
How you
or a
turn into a
vampire?
bat.
Sorry, vampire.
Yeah, but well, how to turn into a bat? Very easy. You first have to become a billionaire. Then you have to have your parents killed, and then get some very weird ideas about self-justice in a specific city, and get a
Most
bat
amazing.
suit. And
No, I meant a vampire. Do my old bones
Can I-
know anything about vampires?
Yes,
Oh,
it's a curse.
Alice doesn't.
do an
If
arcana
nobody
check
knows
too.
anything about vampires.
It's a
then-
curse,
then
I
they
tell you.
Yeah, I
can,
don't know anything
yep.
about.
You stare at
Yeah,
the moon precisely on
both
Sunday
of
evening.
you, Alice and Zoya, you all agree with Olin's theory that you have to fall on your butt on a specific Wednesday on a full moon.
Did I like maybe I did like my bachelor thesis
Okay,
or something?
your medicine knowledge tells you that
Vampires.
vampires do turn other into vampires by biting them and transferring some sort of curse.
Yum.
Hmm.
But you're also not really sure.
Yeah, no details.
Most delicious.
Alrighty.
So do you guys want to inspect the coffin? See if we can find something.
Yeah,
Knock,
yeah, let's
knock.
do that.
Why not?
Oh,
So,
last time I
Lata-
didn't do it. I would like to investigate it to see if I can find any like hidden compartments or something.
It's the coffin here.
I mean,
Mhm.
last time I tried to look at it, there was nothing really there. We just saw it.
Okay, the area contains a cobweb draped wooden coffin resting on a 2-foot high block of grey stone. The coffin itself is intact and has an obvious 1-inch diameter hole bored into its foot panel. The coffin lid is also unlocked, and as you investigate it, you find a thin layer of grave dirt inside the coffin.
Does my detect magic say anything?
No.
Okay, well, there's no magical component to this, as far as I can
No
tell.
magic.
No.
Zoya, what did you find down there in the coffin? What would you say?
Just dirt.
Hmm.
Can we tell it's graveyard dirt?
It looks
Or-
more like earth, like not something you would probably find in that room specifically.
Okay,
No.
guys, just a little reminder: if you want to like investigate something or like, then just let me cast guidance on you.
Yeah, ask the counselor for guidance.
Yeah. Always ask for guidance.
Ask the guidance for counsel.
Yes.
Okay, no,
Just
that's about it. Coffin is empty, apart from having some dirt in it, not like dust or something that you would expect in a dungeon. So it is earth. So
Does-
probably belonging on.
I think
on
somebody was
graveyard.
dug up and
Yeah, does the coffin look like it was buried before? Like, it looks clean. Like,
No, not clean, cobweb draped.
Yeah, but
it has no signs of being buried before. But you also can't tell since it's a very old thing, and dust and dirt tends to fall down.
I sort of look around at everyone and go, what if there used to be a vampire here, but the vampire like went away,
wasn't
and then these actors came in and imitated the vampire.
wasn't one of the actors a real vampire? Or no?
none of them
No.
were.
No, none
They
of
were all
them.
fake teeth. Makeup.
Two of them were shape changers.
Ah,
or
yeah, they were
whatever.
shape changers of
Doppelgangers.
vampires, right?
Yeah.
And also, why is there a
Mhm.
hole in it? Is that normal? Do vampires
Yeah.
have holes in their
They
What?
need to breathe.
But what color is the coffin?
glory hole.
Oh no, it's to breathe.
I mean,
I
if
might-
one of those actors used it as like his sleeping quarters, he might have needed something to actually be
Yeah.
able to breathe out. So
They're
But
probably
it has-
really heavy in their roleplay. They
Your
want
has
it to be
cobwebs.
vampires.
It has-
your
It has
theory is
cobwebs,
getting more
yeah.
and more sophisticated.
It has cobwebs on it though. Like, it wouldn't have cobwebs on it if it was recently constantly used, wouldn't it? Unless they're like fake cobwebs. Can I make an investigation roll to see if those are real cobwebs?
Yes, sure.
Unless they
It's just
Mhm.
dried up jizz.
Pretty real to you. They are sticky and they are dirty.
Yes,
and
as I said, dried up jizz.
Okay,
Okay.
Yep.
then
Okay.
I go to the hole and I would like to investigate the hole to see if I can tell what kind of tool made it. Oh,
Teeth.
it
Yes,
is
they put a
bored.
hole through
The
it.
hole is not punched in or something like that. The hole is bored into it. So
I'm telling you.
you would
It's drilled.
some kind of drill bored it into the coffin.
okay. How big is it again?
1 inch.
Okay, hold on.
What,
2.5
diameter,
centimeters.
radius?
2.5 centimeters of diameter.
Thank you. Okay, that's very
So you
small.
can, I mean, the chunky ones of you can barely put the finger in it.
Well, I
I'm not gonna try that.
In honor of Zephy, she would try to spit through it.
We all get that image in our head and think of Zephy.
The only thing is that it is on the foot panel.
Mm-hmm.
So what my first thought was if it was on the lid, someone might have used it to like stake a vampire that's in it, but you don't
Mhm.
stake a vampire through the foot, right?
Not if
No.
you know what
Maybe
you're
with
doing.
a very long stick.
Could be. Maybe they impale the vampire.
Yeah, but then who would have taken the time to actually drill a hole into the coffin when they could just like tear it
Well,
open and
well, I
It'll
think like
break up then.
finding
right?
out why they drilled the hole
mean,
wherever
it's-
it will
it's
help
n-
you would help us along right now.
You
As
don't
long
know
as
that.
that one person,
don't
shall
know
I
that.
remind you, that's still alive, we could persuade them to tell us.
do
Now,
that.
where will we find that person?
I don't know, maybe they're still here.
Probably through the other door because they
Also,
did
may
run
I
away.
ask why this is of such great interest for you?
Thank
I
you.
shake my head and go, I can't believe none of you have an appreciation for a good mystery.
Well, the
We're
bigger
trying to
mystery
solve
is
it.
where is the exit to Skullport, and where may those magical items be, and what mysteries they bear. Wherever this is plainly just a hole in an old coffin.
All in,
But
sweetheart.
why
The
is
more
it
time we
there?
spend, but look, the more time we spend on the coffin, the less time we can find out the mystery about Trogdor.
I roll my eyes a little bit and go, okay, and then I leave the room and go back to the next room.
Shall we continue the other way around?
Yeah.
Aye, we shall.
Oop.
Maybe that last guy is still around.
Did you go just like up in the secret room, or did you go out of
No.
the secret room?
Just out.
Secret room is just like another exit. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It froze
I
again.
can't.
yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah, I
Can't
moved
move.
my
It's
character
dying.
like a bit further. on
No,
purpose.
Just
don't
don't move
edit
your
the token.
character.
Yagwu, no.
I
Don't
didn't do
edit
it.
the token.
I didn't do it on purpose. It wasn't me. I swear.
I would like to investigate if there's any traps on the door.
Claps.
If there's any baths on the doors.
Yes.
There are a lot of baths. It's written all over it. Baths room,
Baths,
do not enter.
baths.
No,
That's
give me a roll.
Gimme a roll on the table. Do 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 do.
but it's
Yay.
working.
I can move. I can move the map. Yeah.
Small victories.
Well, guess
Where's
we'll
my
have-
roll?
I tried. I clicked on it twice.
This
and
is
it's-
gonna be a very long campaign.
Yes, it's gonna
It's
be
gonna
a
be
very
a
I'm
long
gonna
very-
have
session.
15 rows of investigation when this
Mhm.
works
Get
again.
myself some water.
What you
until
can
the
do
table
is,
And I put guidance
roll-
on. Oh yeah.
You can roll in our Mage chat on Discord if you want to.
Wait, it's going
Just
again.
to-
Okay,
Ah,
well, I
wait,
mean, it
wait,
doesn't
something
really.
happened.
18,
I-
19,
Hey,
18.
so much investigation and so little margin.
Can I keep the other investigation rolls for later?
Yeah, just roll for the future, right? No. I'm gonna take the 18 and it's telling you no traps ahead.
I would. Is the door locked?
No.
I would like to slowly open the door and have a peek. At
Is
what's
it
on
creaking
the
or is
other
it dying?
I'm not
Creepy
gonna
door.
walk over there. I just want to check what can I see inside, like,
Okay.
from the door.
It is a very big hall. And the first thing that catches your eye is a throne right in front of you. Also some stairs leading downwards. And in the middle of the room, you see a lot of very big bones scattered on the floor.
Bonus.
Boneth.
Do they
And
look-
also behind the throne, you can see a throne. You can see another door.
All right.
Also, yes, doors,
Is
doors
there
down
Is
here
there
and
someone
there.
in the room?
No.
Well, I'm gonna tell you guys what I see, and I'm gonna enter the room so you can move in as well.
Also,
Is
Bows.
my detect
Alright.
magic
Throne.
still active?
Throne is okay to say. My parents say Game of Thorns.
Oh.
Oh,
That's
so
good
I
to
can
know.
say Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Bones.
Throne of Thorns.
Throne of games.
Yes.
Okay, no.
Game of Thrones.
Do I still have detect magic on?
Yeah, you have.
Okay.
The bones in the room, do they look humanoid or bigger?
No, way bigger than humanoid. Also, detect magic shows Orlin that the armrests of the throne are indeed magical. The throne is very interesting. It has bones made into it, so it's partly stone, wood, and some bones and skulls in it. And as I
Okay,
said,
as soon as
the armrests resemble serpents, and there is a slight magic coming from those armrests.
Would
As soon
like
as
to
I-
check the ceiling. Sorry.
As soon as I detect that magic, I say, "Don't touch that throne, or you get like a chair stuck to you for the rest of the day. Probably,
Touch.
it's magical."
Don't worry. I have the
Non-touching
curse
items.
spell prepared, so we're
And
safe.
Fu, I'm assuming Alistor is not sitting on the throne as the picture is showing right now, right?
No, I
Mhm.
just dragged him
Okay.
into the room.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking. Otherwise, I would just
Yes.
kill you right now.
Ceiling of the room.
Sorry.
No specific things about the ceiling. The ceiling is a ceiling.
Perfect. I just wanted to check that no brains were floating above us.
No.
I turn to Alistor and go, would it be possible to perhaps try to identify the chair with your familiar?
Well, it seems like a chair, but yes, of course. Esmeralda, would you please? Esmeralda hops onto the chair and onto the armrest, and just sits there and looks at Alistair. And
Still on my shoulder.
I shall. No, it's not on your shoulder. She hopped onto Yagu, and I just look at your owl and like, not rip a feather off, but like, just ik zoek fijn je op, even zo'n glidie.
No,
And
I'm confused. Where is your familiar right now?
oh yeah, wait, I didn't put it away. There. No,
So
wait, I have a component pouch that does not need to be. I rustle in my pouch.
You
and
can't
pull
have
out a
feathers
little-
from my owl.
Yes,
Sorry.
I have my own feathers. I'm sorry, that was just confusion. I pull out a feather and a little pearl out of my pouch, and do a ritual for a few minutes. And yes,
a few.
A
It
few.
is two. In the
It's
second
11.
that
It's
your
11.
imp is in the moment that your imp is sitting down on the armrest, both of them animate and bite Esmeralda.
oof.
One of them hits Esmeralda, and it deals. Wait a second.
Oof.
It deals 9 damage, and I would also need a Constitution saving throw from Esmeralda.
Okay. Constitution.
Just roll a roll 20, roll a d20, and then. Mm-hmm. That is yeah, no. And dun. This is yeah. I just do it for the sake of it because it's funny.
You kill her.
Esmeralda is
Oof.
taking another 21
What?
damage and is
What?
Oof.
Truly. An experiment we needed to do.
No, Esmeralda.
I take a step.
He poops away like in a dark void.
I take a
Fancy
step.
poof.
back
Will
and
you
say,
be able to
"Oh,
summon her once again?
Well, yes, of course.
She's not
but,
truly dead, is she?
No, they disappear. They do not die. But
okay.
yes.
In the second that Esmeralda returns into her plane, the serpents on the armrest return to be as they have been before and look inanimate.
Huh. Okay.
I turn to
Your
Alistor and
identify, by the way, failed. And
Yes.
what is that? A level 1? Yeah, your spell slot is still
It's a
taken.
cantrip.
Huh?
No, it's a
It's a
ritual.
level
I
1.
mean, it's a
Ritual.
yes, it's a
Okay,
ritual.
yeah.
That's why
Okay,
I
in
said
this case.
11.
Good.
As is find familiar, so I could summon Esmeralda again, but it would take about an hour, if not more. I think we can do that later after a bit of exploring. Except if you would like her company now.
Like 10
Let's
minutes.
investigate the rest of the room, and if it's safe, we could summon her once again.
Does the rest of the group agree on this?
Yeah, let's investigate the room for now and we'll see.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do the snakes look like they are fixed to the throne?
Mm-hmm.
Was it a yes or a no?
Yes, that was a yes. They are
From the way
fixed.
Buffs described it to me, I think they're like part of the armrests.
Yes, exactly.
Armrest be
Snakes on a throne.
removed.
I would like to cast. Give me a second.
Fireball.
Fireball.
No,
No,
actually,
but
don't-
I mean,
don't-
we might try to actually like remove the armrest. Oh, how big is the throne?
One person.
How? Yeah, like a throne. It is giving enough space for even the wildest asses. Has a very high
Backrest?
yeah, backrest. Thank you.
Um,
And
I-
yeah.
I would like to
Is
try.
is it like
What?
how many feet is it like? What's the size of the throne? Like how
No,
large is it in feet?
we can't put it in the bag. We'll stick it to the ground.
Yeah, it's too big.
Okay.
I'd like to try to pick up the armrests with Mage Hand. Is it
You can't.
light enough? Then I'd like to cast Unseen Familiar, Unseen Servant. Here we go. I summon an Unseen Servant. And I would like for the Unseen Servant to try to pick up or like rip off the armrests.
No,
Well,
the snakes try to bite the unseen servant again. So in this case, they just start to bite around in midair. And part of that, nothing happens. And after the snakes attacked, they return to be inanimate again.
Can they be
Okay.
removed while they're attacking? Like while they are animated? Could we pull one out with Mage Hand?
They are not actual snakes. You do realize that, right?
I know, but like maybe they're
Okay.
like mobile while they're.
Just wanted to make that clear.
Okay, I try to communicate to Zoya that like my Unseen Servant's gonna touch it, and you can try to like rip them off with Mage Hand. Would that
Okay.
work? Let's try it. Okay.
Let's try.
So, Unseen Servant sort of
d-
like I command Unseen Servant to gingerly just like boop the armrest like a tiny bit and then step back.
Mage
Nope.
hand.
This is not working.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, the snakes get grabbed while they wildly sling around, but as soon as they made their attack into nothing, they return to be inanimate again and return to their usual state.
Okay.
It is some kind of magic.
I would like to investigate the bones instead. Like just without touching them, just check if I recognize what kind of bones those are.
Okay.
Also, I would like to see if there's some fancy skulls.
Fancy skulls. Okay, I see where you're going. All right.
my.
In the middle
First
of the
nat 20.
room, investigation. Wow. You just okay. In the middle of the room lie the bones, skull, rotted leather wing flaps, and stinger of Viven, intermingled with shards of clear crystal.
Okay, I would like to pick up the skull, the stinger, and the crystals with Mage Hand and throw them in my bag of holding.
Okay.
Should we
The
try
the cleaning
to-
squad is on it again.
Okay.
Maybe,
What's the
and then-
name of the creature that you said?
Wyvern.
It's a Viven.
should we like try to sort of detect magic on them or stuff first?
If you want to, yes, you could do that.
What range has detect magic? Is that 30 feet?
Let me check. Yes.
Did we 30
I'll have
feet?
to
Yeah, no, the rest, I
recast
mean,
it
apart from the throne, the rest of the room is possibly safe.
Okay, there's no magic here except for the throne.
Okay.
I would also
How many crystals do I find?
It's shards of
Shards.
crystal. A lot.
Okay,
Enough to cover a whole Viven in it.
Poof.
I collect them all.
Cleaning squad, as I said. Yeah, at the end of the day, you're gonna get a reward from Hallister when you finally meet him.
We can sell the shards and get something. You know how many fancy vases I can cover with those shards of crystals? Like that would be like an
They're
amazing
very
garden.
colorful. They are very colorful, and they shimmer in the light of your torches. Talking about torches, you while collecting all the shards, you do notice that there are empty torch brackets made of fluted, discolored bronze on the walls.
Oh,
you see bronze?
ho.
Did someone
Did
say
someone say
bronze?
bronze?
Alice wants to go up to one. I don't know where they are.
Walls,
Yes, and she wants to put
for
her
example.
torch into the sconce.
Yep. You absolutely no issue at all. You put your torch into one of the brackets.
Let's try to fill this room up with light. Let's see what happens. It's
Keep
bronze.
shoveling crystals in my bag.
Anyone want to help me?
Okay, I'll help. Where are the torches, you say? The scones? Here? Like in the corners?
Yeah, they're on the walls. Like
While you
every
do
bracket
that,
with
should
more or less 6 feet apart.
Nice.
And then you have some. I mean, there are no torches in the brackets, right? You need to put up torches in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many torches you have.
That's
mean,
a
if
good
you-
question.
If you have like some straw or
the
something, I think
Engineering kit comes with a torch, and we all have at least one.
Yeah, so
if you have any flammable materials, I can set them on fire as well. We don't.
That's-
We might not need specifically torches.
yeah, I
While
have
they
one
do
torch,
that,
so
I
I put
summon
my
my
one in.
familiar again as a ritual. Since y'all
We
are
had
talking
an
about it.
explorer's pack, so I have torches as well. How many torches do you need? Like the explorer's pack has 10 torches.
I think we should maybe not use up all our torches on an experiment right now.
I have lantern.
We could always, just flip the switch and turn them off. They're electrical
Add
torches, you see.
switch. Flip. I don't know nobody. Do.
Electrical torches, great stuff.
Yes.
I do know where to get those in real life, really. I'm
Nice.
not kidding you.
Ja, die kannst du in den Garten stecken mit Solarenergie.
Ja, nein, aber die müssen dann aussehen wie Fackler. Die sind halt dann so, weißt du, mit so Flämmli und so. Egal.
Yeah.
What else, guys? Now
I
think
keep
you-
building my familiar.
you made
My
this room
torches.
kind of cozy, but also kind of creepy, since there are still bones and shards lying around, which is Zoya is
Just like
very
home.
dedicated to cleaning it up here right now. But still, there is this scary throne that killed a familiar.
Well, I have to ask, what is the purpose of lighting this room up? What are you trying to accomplish?
Experiment.
Visage. Maybe if we stare long enough into the torches, we get bronze faces.
Okay, that's an interesting theory.
Well, but
I
do
was
we need
expecting
to
more,
light?
to be honest.
I'm dying. I knew that I just had to say what material they're made of to trigger you.
Well, I do not detect any magic from these, and I do not. I think that
That's
would
not
be a
a natural
magical.
process.
Okay.
Okay, now the room is clean. There are no more interesting bones, and also no more crystal shards. It is getting a bit warmer here now, since all the torches are lighted up. And the throne is still sitting there like it is grinning at you and provoking you to investigate it.
Okay. I'd like to cast a Leomon's tiny hut over it.
Huh?
What?
Leomon's tiny hut.
Over
Over
the
it.
throne.
Yes. But I think we've interpreted it a little wrong in the past. It's only that magic can't be cast out of it or through it. So I would still like to try to let the unseen familiar touch it to see if the spell comes from another, like from outside, or if it's like on the chair, you know? The magical
It is
signal.
your detect magic already told you that it is on the chair.
Okay. Can I counterspell the snakes?
No.
Fucking hell. Well, I don't think there's something we can currently do, save of me trying to buy a dispel magic scroll. So I think we should venture on.
Yeah, I mean, we do have these 3 fancy doors to go through.
I tried tossing a
They
bronze
don't-
coin.
They're not looking that fancy, but yeah, they're
I,
outdoors.
I,
No,
try,
I mean, more interesting than the throne at current.
Oh, the throne is very interesting. I mean, it kills
Oh,
everybody
no, no.
else or touches it.
I tried tossing a bronze coin onto one of the snakes.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay.
I mean, something happens. The coin bounces off, and nothing else happens. But
I'm not picking up that
Hmm.
coin. I'm not getting that close.
okay. Next, what up?
Esmeralda's alive again.
Yay!
Yay. That took an
Yay.
hour apparently. Okay.
Yes, an
Which
hour and 10
door-
minutes.
What?
So,
Just
Yeah.
staring
No,
at the chair.
you're not spending an hour in there. You're kidding
She's
me.
not back yet.
so through which door do we want to go?
Middle?
5 left. The one towards
The
the
lower
northern one.
left one.
You sure?
Yeah, we're closest to it anyway.
Hmm. Wanna barge through it?
Laziest adventure.
Let's try to make a
Efficient
perception.
adventure.
Efficient.
All in?
Let's try to make a perception roll to see if we can hear anything on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Please.
Oh,
Because like I can't like. Okay, that one.
I can't move my
ah,
character.
yes.
Apparently, you can't hear anything about over the rambling of the rest of the group. Tossing
Well, then would
coins
you-
around, lighting torches, collecting bones, and rambling about snakes on thrones and all that
It's a-
stuff. Really, no,
Oh,
absolutely
okay.
nothing.
I
Would you
sigh
like some help?
deeply,
And the warlock in the
They
middle of the
go-
room chanting.
take some steps backwards, and just wait for the other ones to suffer their fate.
Alice would like to try the
Do you
same.
guys want to continue through this door, like the one Olin just checked?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna check the door for traps.
Alice, you're not. You are the same. It's way too loud around you to perceive
Yeah,
anything.
sorry, Arlen.
No
My ears aren't
traps.
picking up anything.
No traps that you can see, and the door is unlocked. Actually, not even really closed.
It's like a little bit, like a little.
Yeah, it
lid
has like
open?
yeah.
Can
the lid
I
is-
sneak peek and see what's on the other side?
Then please be sneaky.
Wait, damn it. Okay, 1d.
Yeah. Yep, you can.
Okay,
you can
well, yeah.
actually have a sneak peek. It is another hallway that goes north after a few feet. And yeah, you can go forth. You are very stealthy right now, so please go on if you want to.
Well, I leave my owl back, but like she's just on my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Okay. What you see now seems to be like a living quarter. It has a bookshelf that you can see from where you stand, and some other furnishings, including a lantern atop a wooden trunk painted with pictures of clowns, and a frayed circular rock, and folding wooden privacy screen. Plus a bed.
call for Olin to come and check if there's something magical in the room, and especially if there's something magical on the trunk before I check it for
Olin,
traps.
you hear through some very echoing hallways. You hear Olin,
I-
Olin.
I shout back, I'm coming. Well, actually, I message
Amazing.
back with message that I'm coming. I still have my detect magic on, or do I need to recast it?
Let's say yes. No.
Alright.
Did you actually cast Leoman's tiny hut?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, then detect magic is gone.
Like
Okay,
an hour.
well, I'm already in there, but I'm like, what? What do you want me to do?
Check if something in the room is magical, especially like the trunk. I would like to check if it's trapped, but if there's something magical on it, I don't want to touch it.
I nod and say, well, I'll need 10 minutes to cast it, but
Take your time.
okay, thank you. I kneel on the ground and get to work, waving my hands around.
Okay. The result is disappointing because there's nothing magical in this room.
I would like to check if the trunk is closed or trapped
Investigation.
on it.
It is open, but you're not sure about the traps.
If it's open, I'm gonna open it with Mage Hand.
Okay. You open it. Nothing is happening, so there was no trap.
All right.
And unfortunately, it is completely empty.
Was a lantern? Is it like a working lantern? Is there still like oil in it, or?
There is some oil in it, yes.
I'm gonna throw the lamp in the bag of holding because we might still use one.
You now have a lantern in your bag of holding.
And sorry?
You have a lantern in your bag of holding now.
You said there was like is there like a shelf? Is there like books in it?
Yeah, but really nothing interesting. Half of them are rotten, and the other half are just common bedtime stories that you all already know.
Anything else like interesting in the room that anything that can be used as a flower pot?
No, not really.
I guess we go back then. There's nothing more to see here.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Do me what do you have like passive perception?
11. No.
And
Yes.
Zoya?
Yes,
13.
11.
13.
Okay. The bed looks like it has been left in a hurry, and yeah, like you actually have the feeling that somebody took whatever was valuable in here and left in a hurry.
I'll turn to Zoya and go, do you think someone has been here recently?
Bed. See if it's like still warm or something. Someone like recently slept in it.
Und die Gitarre war noch
Getaway
warm.
guy. Or do you think there was somebody else in there? How big was the imprint upon the mattress?
The size of a human.
Aha! So it was our getaway guy.
Well, it's not
Was there any
necessarily.
tears?
Bin, yeah.
Any tears?
Were they salty?
Like on the pillow, you lick it. See if there are salty tears on it.
Yes.
I give him a look of disgust.
Well,
Him who?
it is
You
kind of
like
difficult to distinguish sweat from tears on
And
the
And other
saltiness.
bodily fluids.
My character's female. Come on.
So
Him
you
who?
can taste the difference between female tears and sweat to male tears and sweat.
Yes,
What you telling me?
exactly.
Oh no.
Okay, Zoya and Orlin, you are very embarrassed by the behavior of Alice starting to
Alice,
lick
who the fuck is Alice?
a pillow.
Alice,
Where is
you
it?
used to be so shy. What happened to you?
we happened.
Yeah, that's probably the explanation. You
I mean,
guys
it-
happened.
to be fair, it's the behavior of both of them. One eats plates and the other one licks pillows.
Well,
And
but
there
I've
we
always
have the
been like
next
that.
weird addiction.
Uh,
Should we continue in one of the other rooms?
yes.
Which one?
Let's go to the north.
They're both north.
Yeah. I know.
There is a north,
North and
northwest,
northwest.
northwest and north.
All right, so this one.
Yeah, let's try this one. I
Okay,
am
I'm
going to try and hear if I can hear something.
gonna check it for traps.
You can't hear anything. Plus,
My roll should
what's your?
be there. There's my roll.
Yeah, come on, and I throw.
Double
look
net
good.
20?
Easy.
Really?
Roll
Are you
See,
kidding me?
roll 20 has number distribution.
You've got 3 nat 20s tonight. Oh boy. It's gonna be a really
Wait a
unlucky
second.
game.
I roll one too. And
Also,
my rolls are
how
always
much
plus
time has
15, so about an hour.
more or less about?
Let's see a bit more.
Okay, in that case.
Since you
Ezra
entered.
is alive again. Oh, since we entered, okay, no.
No, the ritual is you do need to do Huga Shaka. You just can't do anything there.
Yeah,
Since you entered the dungeon, an hour has passed, not since you found the throne.
okay.
Plus, you need to do an actual ritual. It's not like you need to sit down and meditate and do or I don't know,
am.
run in circles and do Huga Shaka, something like
Huga
that.
He's meditating.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing. It's like while Alice is
Sitting
licking,
on the stairs.
while Alice is licking pillows,
I've been meditating since they put
Alice
the
story is like,
torches
oh gosh, Aka.
Okay,
in the spell.
there are no sounds and also no traps on this door. It is also unlocked.
This looks completely safe for me.
Can I check the
Alright.
other door as well before we continue?
Yeah, sure.
Again.
You don't need to move your token. Just roll. Just don't stress. Roll 20 more than it's actually doing. The door is unlocked, but you're not sure about the traps.
All right. Let's continue here, and then we can go to the other one.
I slowly open the door and move in.
I follow.
Mm-hmm. What you see in there also looks like some kind of living room, but with more bedrolls, some tables, and some tables are even flipped around, and stuff is laying around like yeah, half a loaf of bread and all that stuff. Not really.
Does it look like it
something
has been
valuable.
like raided or something, or just like stuff has been
A
thrown
mix
over?
between raided or packed within a rush.
Okay. So this looks like someone maybe was in a hurry to get out of here.
There are two glowing lanterns hanging from chains above the flipped tables.
How long do lanterns usually last? They can last pretty long, right? If they are completely
Yeah.
full.
Yeah. I mean, they're
Okay.
oil lanterns, so
Yeah.
yeah,
So
they
that's
can
no
actually last pretty long.
indication, probably. I wanted check like how much oil is left in the.
Do me an investigation.
I did. Hopefully, it's coming soon. Into roll 20. Come on, buddy.
This, oh, it's killing me. Oh my god.
The suspension is.
It is so tense. Anyhow, they're nearly empty.
Okay. All right. So yeah.
but you have no idea how long they might actually burn when they're filled up. But
Yeah.
they're nearly empty.
But then again, we were gone for like a complete
Mm,
night,
A
at
day,
least,
complete day.
or a
Yes,
complete
24
day.
hours.
So
Mm.
yeah.
So yeah, that actually gives you no indication about
Okay.
the time that might have passed since this one has been refilled. So
So I
yeah,
guess all
anyhow,
the
there is,
valuable stuff has also been taken.
all the valuables are gone. I mean,
Okay.
you can still search the room if you want to.
I want to. Also investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Okay. The bad rolls are looking at the cleanliness, they have been used recently, but have been left behind. Also the food that you find in the room has not turned bad yet. So it was not that long ago that this has been eaten or was used.
All right.
So
Okay.
the bread is not even hard. It is
I
still
see.
squishy.
I pointed out to the whole group and tell them that it can't be like too long since the last time someone was here or packed their stuff.
What was
Right.
that? I can't hear you through the door.
Try and lick the bread.
Yeah.
There's bread in there? Okay.
Alice, come in. There's stuff to lick in here.
Oh, all right.
I love licking stuff.
Everybody
And-
loves licking stuff.
Where's the sour stuff?
Does anyone have like an artificer tool or something like that? Because that could mean that they potentially have some expertise in lamp oil.
Nope.
Nobody.
Good.
Okay.
I don't either.
Okay. There is another door leading north.
I'm still meditating in the other room, like I haven't moved.
Nope.
Just listen.
I turn to everyone else
almost
and go,
forgot.
well, are we just leaving Alistor behind, or...
He'll
No,
be
no, we should
fine.
wait.
Yeah.
Why should we abandon our newfound friend?
I go back and can I talk to Alistor while the casting's
Yes,
going on? Or...
you can.
Alright.
You
How
can talk
much
at him.
longer? How much
You're
longer
back
do
just a
you?
second.
How much longer do
Probably
you?
like
How much longer do you need?
probably
Yes.
like more than half an hour.
Yeah,
Hmm.
more or less half an hour.
Well, should we maybe take a short rest here?
Well, if you want to, I mean, yes, why not?
Yeah, we don't really have a reason
I'm
to
back.
other than your ritual, I think, because
Yes,
we don't really have
I'm
used that many.
sorry for the inconvenience.
Don't worry, it's important that you get your friend back, and I do
Yeah,
want to
morality is pretty
apologize
important.
for suggesting, the thing that made your friend disappear.
It is okay. It was a thing out of curiosity. Yes,
Hmm. Literally, curiosity killed the cat.
it's a dip.
Killed the imp.
Okay. Well, do we want to? I mean, Lemon's tiny
Okay.
hut's still here. I think we can go in here and like take a short rest.
No,
We don't have any reason to short. We can keep
Actually,
ourselves
it is,
busy
yeah.
tidying up the
Oh
room
no, wait.
more.
I left it, so it disappeared. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's Yeah. You can do your short rest. Anybody doing guard duty or something like that?
Alice would do so.
Yeah, I'll do so
Mhm.
too. It's
On
not like
Overwatch.
wasted anything.
We're all doing a short rest.
Yeah, I'm also doing a short rest to get 3 HP back.
can I get my 4 XP back that I lost from the fall
One hit
from the
dice.
portal?
You
Although-
can get one hit dice back. So
Is it worth it?
yeah,
Yes.
sure. It's for free.
I'm also gonna take a hit dice because I still have that like joke 3 HP damage that I took.
Oh, that was the best. Again,
Okay,
sorry
the ones
about that. I
on
overestimated
guard.
my strength.
Yep, very good. The ones on guard can't regain the hit dice.
Yep,
I mean, if someone else is hurt, I can take the guard
I'm not.
duty because I'm not hurt.
Yeah, Alice is also on completely full HP.
Yeah, I'm fine too.
So
Okay, great stuff. So the short rest is uneventful, and the ritual is completed, and Esmeralda is back there again, looking a bit
Yes.
pissed.
What happened? What happened? Well, unfortunately, that chair you hopped on killed you, since it was a magical chair, and I'm really sorry, Esmeralda. I hope you're not mean. I mean mad. Oopie whoopie. Well,
Okay.
no, but she hops back onto Alistair's shoulder.
Shall we continue and check the next door from this side? Or do we check this one first?
straight north.
I have a
That'd be
feeling
good
that
idea.
they probably loop around or something. So
I mean, we don't know. We shall see.
I mean, it
I
doesn't
mean, we
matter
could
where
see
we
what's
go
a hunch.
in
first.
this. We could see what's in this room before we continue
sure,
the next door.
let's do that.
I already investigated it, so
Mm,
can check.
wait, yeah, no, I can
I'm
scroll.
pretty
Ah,
sure
right.
there is no traps.
This is this section. Okay. All right. Do you step through the door?
Yeah,
Hello?
I volunteer and I step through. As soon as
Mhm.
my roll 20 lets me do that.
Okay. As you step through the door, you see a lot of life-size granite statues of human warriors facing inward, standing atop 2 rows of pedestals that run through the hall. It is a very long hall, and with the light that you can actually see, you can't see the end of it.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I sign to my party that it is safe to come through.
I will try to follow as soon as roll 20 allows.
Party loads.
Easy, guys.
Ah,
Okay, as you
all right, Amasha.
move away from the door, you noticed that the ceiling is completely covered in webs, around
Ooh.
about 20 feet above you.
I
And
think there
I
could be
should've-
spiders here.
I should have I should have cast detect magic. I don't know. Do we? I mean, we can just go forward. I guess I don't.
I would like to check the ceiling to see if there's actually something in those webs.
Spider Grix.
um,
Spider Grix.
there is in those webs there are smaller animals covered in those webs. Some of them are already webs in their coven, and others are halfway of it. But it looks like it hasn't been moved for a longer time.
So it doesn't look like it's. There might be something actually living in those webs.
Mm. As you turn your head towards the east, you see the resemblance of a dead
Wait.
body with
Okay.
a lot of legs.
A lot of legs?
Yes.
Humanoid legs?
Like-
No.
Just a pile of legs, or does the creature have?
The
lot of-
creature that you can see in the shadows has more than 4 legs. Definitely more than 4 legs.
Is it
Human
humanoid?
centipede.
No.
Can
This be
anyone
the giant bat.
shine a light on that?
Bats have
for
many
me?
legs,
Excuse me.
right?
What? Do they?
All in?
Huh?
All
Can
in?
someone like shine a light?
Yeah, I
That
throw
direction?
my stone, that is my light source, into the direction of that creature.
Okay. Um, it is a dead giant spider
Ah.
with a lot of arrows stick in it.
Well, I sure am glad it's dead.
What do the statues represent?
Did it, does it look like already like rotten or decomposing or
A bit, yeah.
okay? So
Can
it's
we
not
tell?
like very fresh,
No,
freshly dead.
no. That's
Alright.
probably dead for a longer time, more than a few days probably.
Okay.
So yeah, the hallway continues
Wait,
to
wait.
the east. Yes.
I
Can
I
we?
slowly walk forward and like looking around because there's like a lot of statues. There could be like something behind it, and walking toward my stone to pick it up again.
What do the statues
Okay.
represent?
Oh,
Human warriors. Okay, your stone is here.
okay. I'll move up there.
I
Okay,
would
while
like.
passing there, you notice that there is another hallway going south.
Follow,
We'll
I-
follow Alasha,
or maybe
and
not
she
follow.
Orland.
peers down that hallway.
I like to follow Alasha very cautiously and investigate the spider more, and like maybe see what kind of arrows killed it. Like if I can tell, sort of, if they're like goblin
Mhm.
arrows or.
No. Sophisticated arrows like humans use them.
Okay. Well, I
Not
tell.
like very well made standard arrows actually that you can buy in any shop.
Okay, well, I tell everyone that they look like quite sophisticated and man-made.
Hmm.
Are there
While
any
moving.
other? Are there any other?
No other features. It's a giant spider.
There's no.
And while you can see a bit more around about here, you see another spider-like body.
Are there any traces of combat?
No, actually, that hall seems to see very little traffic. The floor is very dusty, and all the statues are also covered in some sort of spider webs, probably from smaller spiders, normal spiders, and it looks very deserted.
I look around to my companions and say, well, there's no signs of combat, and this spider has arrows in it, so maybe could anyone like check for traps? Perhaps
Check for traps where?
around here, because maybe
Sure.
it got killed by a trap.
Alice, see anything down the hallway? Anything unusual?
Nothing that you can see.
Hmm.
No, Zoya, you are very sure that there are no traps. Also, the angles um, that the spider has been hit by the arrows indicate that all of the arrows came more or less from the west. So let's say, I don't know, if the spider died here, the arrows came from here.
Okay, before we continue, I'd like to cast Detect Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Are we
All right.
continuing down the path, or do we want to check this one first? Because
Then
it
I
seems
vote for checking the alcove.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look like it's going too far into it, and we came from that side, so we can just check.
Yeah,
and
it
see.
should be harmless.
All right.
Can
Autobots to roll out.
I'm gonna check that door for traps as well.
and Alice stays ready to enter.
Roll
Trap.
20.
Where's your trap?
I'm waiting for roll 20. Let's try again. No, it's just lagging again.
Can't see a thing yet. Just give it a second. At least we are not forced to reload the page every 3 minutes, so
Oh yeah.
it's okay for now. Woo! Now a lot of investigation checks.
Yeah, well,
no
we're trying-
traps, and it's also unlocked.
I'll check inside, maybe.
Mm.
If there's more
The-
plates in it, I'm not gonna let Orlin approach the door.
And Alice make sure
I'm gonna tell her
to
that's trapped.
scurry on in there too.
Okay, the door
Hmm.
squeals on its hinges and opens upon a reversed room. A fireplace hangs from the ceiling, casting shadows across the den. Upside down, bookshelves teem with ancient tomes. Some float in cold air, opened on their spines. A high-backed chair is firmly set on the ceiling, its arms nicked and scared.
Like the room where the
Scarred, not scarred, scared, scarred.
okay. This looks a bit like the room where I saw the Minotaur. Do the books look like they might be like important, like spell books or something?
No, but you also notice 1 foot diameter human eye that appears right in front of you, staring at you, and is surrounded by motes of light.
Oh,
I'm gonna try to snatch the eye with Mage Hand.
Huh?
You,
1 foot.
Yeah, a 1 foot diameter humanoid eye, and your mage hand rushes straight through it.
Do I already detect magic, like from where I'm standing right now?
Yeah, you are detecting magic. Very depending. The eye itself is emitting very low magic, but the whole room has a very strong aura of magic.
Hmm,
Since
I wonder why.
Yeah, everything being upside down is actually kind of unusual.
I shout to everyone, like, be careful, everything is magic in there. And it's really strong.
Yeah, we kind of I got that.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try to pick one of the books from the shelf with
Oh,
Mage
no.
Hand.
Mm. You get a book.
What kind of book is it?
History of Waterdeep.
Okay, I'm
Issue
gonna throw that
3.
one. I'm gonna throw that in the pan.
Okay, the eye observes all of your actions and is hovering up and down and
It's rather
is
cramped in this room.
I'd like
Wink at
to.
the eye.
looks like some kind of reading room basically, where you can sit down and read a book, but with the only exception that everything is turned upside down and is stuck to the ceiling instead of being on the floor.
I'd like to roll on Arcana to see if I know anything about, like, sort of floating eyes and upside down rooms and oh
Mhm.
god.
Well, this
Go
is
on.
of no interest to me. And Alice
There it is.
exits.
Nat 20.
Wow. Okay. What you see there is some kind of sensor. It has more or less the properties of a minor illusion in that specific area, and you actually know from one of the teachings in the academy that somebody can see through this eye.
Okay, I say someone's observing us through this eye. I remember this from my school days. This is like a spell where someone's observing us.
I'm gonna wink at the eye.
That wink again.
Let's poke the eye with a stick.
I think we can touch it. My Mage Hand wasn't able to.
Yeah,
Got
it
hold
is
of it.
passing everything that you try by every kind of touching or poking or something like that just went straight through the eye, not harming it at all. So it is kind of a sophisticated illusion.
Okay.
And
is that a spell that you have to actively like maintain, or like at this moment we know exactly that someone's watching, or is this something that you set up or?
Orlin says yes.
okay, I mean, if I know that the source of the magic is coming from outside, like someone else has to cast sort of here into this room, or do
Yeah.
I sense that the source is in this room?
No, the source is not in this room for the eye.
Then I would like to.
The source for the whole upside down thing is in this room, but the eye has been put there on purpose from outside.
I sort of motion to all of my companions to come leave the room and like discuss something.
Can I hear us too?
We go out and close the door or something? Or
Yeah.
is the eye only seeing? Like it doesn't hear or
What if we can lip read? Aha.
While the eye has no ears attached to it, as far as you can see.
Yeah, so
well, I mean in the end it's like
It doesn't even have a head
an
attached to it,
illusion,
so
it's
you
could
know.
do anything with magic.
well, I mean, out of character, if it works like the clairvoyancy spell, it can like switch between seeing and hearing. And the clairvoyancy spell also is like an eye. So.
Okay, you leave the room and you close the door.
Okay. Yes.
Right?
yeah.
I
Okay.
like
Mhm.
whisper like I can cast Tiny Hut to dispel the eye, but we might
Since
want
when
to.
is Tiny Hut the dispel magic?
I don't have dispel magic, okay? So we still have to make do. Anyway,
Well, I mean,
Improvise
whatever it
adapt.
was, it already saw us. I don't think it will make much of a difference.
Yeah,
to
what
kill
exactly
it
do you
now.
want to hide from it?
well,
For now, it is not following you.
maybe we want to do something in that room, like find out what is upside downing it. I don't believe it's the same thing as the eye. But we might also want to try to communicate with it, I think. We don't know who's watching us.
Do you plan on communicating it after dispelling it, though?
Yeah, that's my
Yeah, we
question.
said
That's
that
why I'm
before.
asking you if I should dispel it.
I think we should just ignore it and continue, to be honest.
Yeah, same, I agree. And
Well,
we can't.
yes.
I don't know if we can communicate. We can definitely. They can see us, but it won't let us see them, right?
Do I know the whole thing with the switching to ears in character, Babs? Or is that
Since
like
you
wrong?
had you had a very good roll here on Arcana, so yes.
Oh yeah, so I tell them, yeah, it's like this spell I know called clairvoyance, and it can switch to hearing if it wants to, but it can no longer see if it's hearing. I think that's how it works. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. So we could talk to it, if we can communicate to it that we want to talk.
I mean, we're able to send a message to whoever's watching, right?
Sorry, you got like cut off a little bit.
Oh, we would just be able to send a message to whomever is watching us. Do we want to send that person a message? I
we
mean,
should surely try.
we know who is responsible for the dungeon here. Do we really want to have
Well,
that
we don't
person?
know.
Hmm.
It could be like, and as you said, they've already seen us. So if they're hostile, it can't hurt us any more than it already has. But if they're a friendly person, maybe we can talk to them.
Yeah, I agree. That's
I
true.
mean, at least we know that something is watching us, so we sure are prepared.
Okay,
Yeah.
so should we go try talk to it?
Time to negotiate with Eyeball.
Does
Can
anyone?
I
But
telepathically speak to the eye, Babs?
You want to speak to the eye.
Yeah, like telepathically. Can I do that?
Okay. You open the door again?
Yes, I would say yes.
Mm-hmm. The eye is gone.
Oh boy.
Huh, the eye seems to be gone. So
Well,
the spell
then.
must have been dispelled.
But everything else is still as you left it. So it's still, everything is upside down.
I go back to the door. Can I still sense that magic, or is that magic gone?
The eye magic,
Mm-hmm.
that's gone.
Okay, yeah, it seems to be gone. I think it's just the upside downedness, which I cannot dispel, unfortunately.
Maybe it's just how the room is constructed.
Yeah, but why?
No, I do still sense magic from it, I think.
Huh.
I think perhaps it would be worth trying to dispel the magic in here. But
I
I
mean,
cannot
I
at the
will move
moment.
out of the room if you try that, and
You want to investigate the room a bit further?
Well, I can't really. I mean, I can like investigate further, but I can't like dispel the magic. But I think it
Okay,
would be
do
worth
me an
trying if you
investigation.
did have dispel magic, you know. Which I'm
Mhm.
probably gonna take next, I guess.
Do me an investigation.
I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm just waiting.
Yeah,
There we go.
I see, I see. Okay, you take a look around. You see a lot of books that are really not interesting at all. But laying on the cushion of the throne, you see a bronzed mask.
Oh, people!
Hmm?
There's a bronze mask in here.
We
Bronze
found
mask,
it.
you say?
We found it.
Could I take a look at it, please?
Do I sense any magic from it?
Yeah, some. It has an aura of magic, but it's hard to distinguish between the rest of the magic that is going on in this room. But yeah, you would say yes.
As I see Alice approaching, I sort of tell her it's magical. Be careful.
All right, all right.
It's some
She
kind of
simply holds it
magic.
in her hands and looks at it, and after a while, she hands it back to Orlin.
Who
And
said
Orlin,
that you
like,
can touch it?
Can we
It's
just
stuck on
pick
the
it up?
ceiling.
Aw.
What do you mean?
Can
What do you mean it's stuck on the
It's
Can I
ceiling?
flying
jump
on a-
and touch it, or can I just
Yes,
see it?
it is actually in. If you jump, you can reach it.
Okay, but I can still see it from standing position.
No, I can
Yeah.
help you out and get it with Mage Hand.
Yeah, we can get
want
it
it.
with Maytan,
Mm.
unless you have your heart set on touching it, you know, which from
Mm.
personal experience I would not recommend.
I can make you a Räuberleiter. So,
No need to. It is not really. You don't even need an athletics check or something like that. You just need to do a little jump, and then you can reach it with your hand.
Alice
Are
will
you-
take the risk and take it from the wall.
Are you guys sure you don't want me to just get it down?
It
I mean,
is
it's-
already done.
Out of character, it's
Alice-
kind of boring to take everything with Mage Hand.
Okay, no,
on.
go on,
Yeah.
go on.
But yeah,
That
and
I
whole
mean,
mage
I
hand,
understand that
I'm
you're-
I'm very close to ban mage hand from the whole campaign.
No, but like, I mean, I understand that your young heart would like to touch everything, but like my 625-year-old lady here would like to not
No,
touch
but
everything. And
Yeah, you've seen Zoya actually eating her soup with mage hand.
yeah, totally.
So you you
and-
jump and grasp for the
Yes,
mask,
and
you
I-
get it into your fingers, and you are
Yes.
holding it right now within your hands, and
Yes.
nothing happens.
far
Congratulations,
as
you
you
found a
know.
mask.
And thusly, upon thoroughly inspecting the forward face of the mask, Alice clicks her ring and her face transforms into it.
ooh.
And,
Holy shit.
Okay, now you look like now you look like the mask.
yes.
What does the mask
I
look
think
like?
It's the face of a human. Not really. It's not having specific features. It's the face of the human without any very prominent things on it. Has a nose, two eyes, a mouth, half opened, made of bronze.
Hmm.
I sigh at Alice and go, we already tried illusions.
Yes, but this one could be more perfect than the others.
Or we could just use the
It could work.
actual mask and not an illusion.
Well, you never know.
Do her lips move while she has like a mask face? Or it's just a disembodied voice?
Good question.
my
Yeah, I would
lips-
say her
no.
lips are moving because it's not an illusion. You just take
Yeah.
the
The form of the mask. It's
exactly. But still, yeah, everything. Your eyes are blinking and moving, and your lips and your cheeks are moving up and down while you speak or grin or spit at somebody.
Well, then it's like the same as just like having a bronze face, you know?
true. But you don't mind if I keep it with me, aye?
Well, no, I don't think so.
Worry not, it'll be on my waist. You can always take it back.
Well, I think
Gee.
we all know where we want to use it, and I think we should go back there now.
Yeah.
I think we can finish like inspecting at least the room with the statue here, and then we can continue.
Sure, yes.
Okay. Guys, since it is close to 4 o'clock right now, shall we do a short 10, 15 minutes break right now?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Sure.
2 hours already passed. Damn.
Yeah. They pass. They really. It's going
Oh, yeah.
fast when you goof around.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're serious
Mm.
here.
Me neither.
We're super serial.
Yeah.
Yeah, super
seriously
serial
wasting time.
killers.
Okay, guys. Let's. How much do you need? 10 minutes? 15 minutes?
I'm fine with 10, but
Sure.
you tell me.
Sure, 10,
1
yeah.
for 10, 2 for 10, 3 for 10. Who
Yeah.
else?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Why not?
4. Okay, let's do 10 minutes and see you 10 after 4.
Cool.
Hey, hey, hey.
Wir kommen nirgends hin.
No. Why would
Und
we?
ich hatte wirklich gedacht, dass wir heute Level 1 abschließen, aber es sieht nicht danach aus. Es sei denn, ihr macht jetzt
I
irgendwie
wanted to
den
go,
Schnelldurchgang.
but no. We have to 100% the first floor. Oh,
Well,
well.
I'm kind of a completionist myself, so.
There's absolutely no issue
Ooh,
with that.
don't look at my Steam profile then.
Like,
yeah, I did.
It's
I kind of
No.
I did, and I was scared, really, dude.
What?
I was scared by looking at your Steam profile. I
What?
mean, my Steam
How?
profile is like probably 2 or 3 years older than yours.
Yeah.
But you have like so much more playtime and stuff
Oh,
that's going
right.
on your profile. It is incredible how much time you wasted.
Thanks.
well, time's not
No,
wasted if
I'm
you
using
enjoyed
Steam
it.
since it more or less came out.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and still, it's just you have like double the stuff going on there, and I think you are like 3 times the level of mine.
Oops. What can I say?
Yeah, just yeah. I mean, I had my heavy gaming times before Steam came out, so
True. And
yeah.
I'm still in the time of my life where I have
And
a lot
also,
of disposable free time.
my World of Warcraft time is not counting into my Steam, so
Ooh, yeah, true.
that would change a lot. I have like
course.
300 playtime days in World of Warcraft. It's
Oh boy.
Okay. Oof.
All right. Quick thing, guys. Please let others finish their sentence and just don't talk over each other. And try to do that in an organized manner. Okay, now you have the mask, and Alice did a little magic trick and turned her face into the same mask. But you're still standing in that hallway now.
Do we continue exploring or do we go to Trogdor?
I wouldn't mind either.
I think we should go back to Trogdor. That'd be quite an interesting thing to solve, don't you think?
Yeah.
I agree.
I think we can
But
finish
I
up
think,
here.
yeah, we
and-
don't lose anything by finishing up here, right? Trogdor isn't
Yeah.
going anywhere, I hope.
Oh, we'll never hear the end of it if Trogdor leaves, though.
Huh. Okay. Then continue exploring.
Yes.
I explore down the hallway again.
Hmm. Okay, you're back in the Hall of Many Statues.
All right. And I can't do anything else, so feel free to follow up.
Yeah, I'm trying to follow up, but it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, to the northeast, you see another door hidden behind the statues. Guys?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ah,
Yep.
Yes.
Still waiting. Sorry.
Okay,
Well-
here there is a door here.
Yes.
And I don't see the thing.
I don't see anything. Now I see it.
I saw it.
So I again move cautiously forward, like inspecting all the things around me while walking
Hmm.
to the door.
Would like to check that door for traps.
Okay, go for it. You're very confident that there are no traps. Also, the door
Unlocked.
is not locked.
Allows me
Alright.
to move.
I volunteer again to move into the room, slowly opening the door
Hmm. Okay,
as
you
soon
see
as I can.
sloping tunnel that leads into another room. But that room is completely empty. But there is another tunnel leading north from that room.
Even
I
further
see.
north?
Send my owl up here to check what they can see.
Hmm. The tunnel continues to the east and then ends up into a bigger room.
Yeah.
That has a very big statue of a four-armed fish monster in it.
Does it look like the fish thing we found in one of the first rooms, or is it something else?
Does. No, it does.
Another Sahagan?
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I tell you then, that there's another statue.
Does it have all arms?
Does it?
It has all arms. Yes, it looks intact. As-
Take a closer look in case there's one of those slimy things again.
You're going forward?
No, I
I-
shout that to Zoya.
Because I
Did I
can't
Anything
move my
aside
map
from
right
the
now.
statue in there?
Not that you all can spot for now.
I don't see anything else in there, just a
Okay.
statue.
As Alice moves forward,
No, I just did that to get. I didn't know how long it was in the room.
okay.
But-
Ah,
No.
panic.
Uh,
So are you moving
You want to go in?
forward?
You want to go investigate? that statue?
I think we could.
All right. So, yeah, again, I move carefully forward.
Okay. The
Slowly.
tunnel slants downward, pressing in on you. Your footfalls echo, spinning a bumpy yarn, and below that you hear something far more unsettling. A heartbeat. Dum, dum, dum. A slow, methodical heartbeat that seems to pulsate through the stone beneath your feet. Sick with curiosity and dread, you come to a sunken chamber, an orb of... Move to the room, please.
All of us?
Yeah, move forward to the room. An orb of sizzling acid floats in the domed ceiling, suspended by unseen magic. Below stands a four-armed piscine statue, and in its hand, a box, an ornate box from which that foul heartbeat can be heard.
I still have my detect magic, right?
Well, we can plainly
Um,
see that this is magic.
Yeah, let's say it's still on.
Do I detect anything?
The statue itself emits a slight magic. The box in its hands, however, is not.
Okay, so the statue. Yeah, I just say that, I guess.
Uh,
What is this?
A heart.
No, there's no heart. You just can hear a heartbeat. But it seems like it's coming from the box. Ah, that drawing, you mean? Yeah, that's a
yes.
heart. That is actually a heart, yeah.
Can I make an investigation check to see if I see like any sort of hidden enemies anywhere in the corners on the ceiling?
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
No, as I said, there is an orb of acid on the ceiling. But other than that, you can't really see to see any enemies.
Where is it
But
on the
that
ceiling?
right on top of the statue. But this wall here looks like it's not really in its place where it should be.
I point at the wall and go, it seems this bit of the wall seems weird, but we should proceed with caution. Something tells me that bowl of us acid over there will eventually come down.
Yeah, this seems to be like a very hostile place, so I second that notion.
We should get out of here. There's not much, I believe, that we can do about this box.
Yes, we can. We have mage hand.
Yeah, but if
Mm,
there's something on the wall, maybe we want to investigate that first, because I have a feeling that if we touch the box, something with that blob will happen.
I'd rather we just stay out of the room.
How high is the ceiling?
20 feet.
I
That
could.
ball of acid
No, my friend.
splooshes down on us.
Someone.
No.
Another hut.
Yes,
It'll be
we
quick.
we could summon a hut, which would be 10 feet. So it would like protect us from the acid if it comes down, if we manipulate the box.
Out of character, like a bowl around it.
It
Over
would
it,
like be like a dome
hovering,
over it.
hovering over the statue stuck to the ceiling.
Yeah, and then like when the ball falls down, it would just like fall onto the tiny hut and not onto us.
If I may say anything, fuck no, I would not do that. I would rather leave this room as to take any risk of being swallowed by acid.
This is the first magic item we found in like since the very first room, and you all are like chickens right now. I can't believe it.
I'm
Look.
acknowledged. I know that you are old as fuck and maybe don't give anything about your life, but I have a life to live and I have plans that I need to accomplish. So I would
Why'd you
gladly
follow down
leave
here?
this room. I mean, it is good if I find the will to Skullport because I may have some business there, but I do not have any business with floating acid orbs. So if you would like to do this, I am going to leave the room and wait outside for you.
Well,
While
you don't
you
need to be
discuss
here.
it, you get all a bit unsettled about the heartbeat that you still hear, and it's getting louder from time to time, and then
Okay, I'm
toning
doing it
down again.
now, or I'm not doing it at all. So if you don't want to be here while this happens, like hold me back or get out of the way.
Okay.
All
If you-
right.
Like if you don't want to be in the tiny hut, like I just go close enough to it. Hold on, let me just measure before I go like up to it. That this is like the range. Yeah, so like if you don't want to be in it, like don't be like,
Well,
you know.
But you mentioned that there's something weird about. Well, maybe we should check if there's some secret passage or something because we found a couple of those.
yeah.
And then on the way back, we can do the hut over the statue.
But my concern is that like opening the secret passage could also be what triggers the acid.
That is true.
Likely to take in the like it's right above the statue, so I think like it's more likely to trigger it when we remove the box.
But it's not impossible. And if we can have a tiny hut there, before that happens, then that's just a win.
Yeah, but the thing is, we will have to walk back across the room to get out of here.
I can dismiss the tiny hut. It's not like gonna.
Yes, exactly. But you can dismiss it, and there will be acid around the tiny hut. So I'd rather have it closer to like right above it, so we can actually like jump over it and get out of it instead of having it somewhere close to the wall, and then we have to cross. I don't know what 20.
If I cast it like here, well, the issue is this room is like, well, we can if I cast it like from this side, we should be able to go like past it, right? But I will always have to be inside of the hut for it to be, and also, it doesn't matter if the hut's there or not.
All
With the
right.
acid, like the acid will just like flow down the hut probably, and then like no matter
I
if
don't.
the
I
hut's
don't like
there.
that. Probably though.
No, I mean almost certainly what's gonna happen. I don't that the hut doesn't have like a little collection bowl on top of it.
All right.
Do me Olin, do me a perception check, please.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Okay. It's the only thing that you see is that the orb of acid that is floating over the statue looks like really a lot of acid.
What if I make a handstand? Cast tiny hut upside down, so it like.
Well,
makes
you can
No, wait,
exit from the inside,
Yeah,
so
that's
it
like
wouldn't contain it.
I'd just be inside of the hut that's now filled
We
with.
can't
with
cast
acid.
magic. We can't cast magic inside the tiny hut, right?
We
mean-
can, but the magic can't go outside, right?
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
can. So I could cast Mage Hand inside of the. No, but that's not a good idea because if like getting the box is what triggers the acid, and we're still inside, that kind of sucks.
Let me give you little hint. You haven't even investigated the statue or the box, so you have still no idea what is actually going on.
I'm gonna
in here.
investigate the opposite wall. Like
Okay.
where they said that it would look different.
And roll me, please.
Roll me.
Well, I step back a little bit just in case.
Okay. You you notice that it is some kind of door, but you can't find the mechanism to open it.
Can any of you guys have a look here? I think it's some kind of door, but I can't find the way to open it.
I go over and make an investigation. Or
I
whatever.
cast guidance on Orlin.
Okay.
So it's another
So-
D4. Add a D4.
Yeah, but you're gonna
Yeah,
get.
it's not
You
gonna.
can't get more than what I have
Yeah.
with a D4.
Yeah. I try to roll, but
Yep. No,
it's
but you agree that that wall is some kind of secret door.
Yeah, I can't see the mechanism either. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Also, does anyone
Let me-
have
let me-
another idea for this acid? I'm open to other suggestions.
Open the door, and on the way back, we figure out how to get the box without touching the acid. I mean, actually, we could stand like somewhere here and still see the box and try to get up with Mage Hand. Like, that
Well,
should
but
be-
if the acid drops, the mage hand will still be like in its vicinity. You won't be able to like pull it back fast enough.
we don't know that.
I don't know. Is there any like slow flowing acid out there?
Actually, drop, and also like it's Mage Hand. I can pick. I can recast Mage Hand and pick the box out of the acid.
I don't think the box is gonna survive the acid.
Figure. Okay, well, you can cast a tiny hut after we.
Well, unless we find like a really big bowl through that door, there's not gonna be any like much other things we can do except that.
All right. Oh well, let's try to find out if we manage to get in then.
Hmm.
So, what's the plan?
We can't open the secret door, so like
Right.
Try.
I mean unless someone else wants to try. Well,
And then attack the statue in the
Okay,
meantime.
Nick, what is that perception roll for?
See who else is there. There's nobody near me.
You can hear the rambling of your fellow colleagues.
Ah,
They are there now since your first investigation just mentioned that. Please describe what you're trying to do.
I would like to see if there's any inscription or something on the statue.
Nope.
Okay,
is
I'm not
not.
gonna. I'm not touching the statue.
Okay, okay. The statue, what you see is that the statue is facing north, and the webbed hands clutch a 1-foot square stone box with a lid and a keyhole.
wait, does it look like we can remove the box even?
I mean, you probably can. It is not like the statue and the stone box are made of the same material, so
Okay.
it is
Okay.
grasping it. So it's not just holding it in the open hands; it is grasping it. So
Okay.
some force needs to be applied to remove the box.
Well, it doesn't look like a mage hand will be able to get it then.
Does it look like the box might be able to be like we might be able to open the box?
Yeah, you can probably open the lid and as soon as it's unlocked. It is not the statue is not holding the lid down, so you can probably open the lid if you manage to unlock it.
The door we found. I give a look at Yago.
The door is still the same. You investigated the statue.
No. I'm asking the other two, like Alessia and Yago, if they're trying to see if there's a way in or not.
I already did, and I failed miserably.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah, I saw that.
I'm gonna cast guidance on
Yeah.
Yahoo.
And I will
Yahoo,
try to
if
see,
you
but
wanna
I don't see my
try.
chances being very good. Yep. Guidance gives me plus a d4, right?
D4.
1d4.
Yeah.
1d4. Please roll
16.
the d4. Okay,
It's still lower
you
than
managed
Chris.
you have the feeling that you found the mechanism to open the door.
Okay.
You push it.
Push it real good.
I push it then, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, the secret door slides open, and as you open it, the
Acid falls
room
down.
behind it is flooded with skulls that are rolling on you.
Human skulls.
That's nice.
All kind of skulls. Human skulls,
So they were just
tiefling
like
skulls, orc
So
skulls,
Someone was
goblin
stashing skulls.
cinnamon skulls, apple skulls, all of skulls.
Apple.
And
Three
No,
of
it's
them
just
obviously,
with-
really the room seems to be filled with skulls, and
I
they
grabbed
are
2 or
all
3 of them, was
rolling out.
beautiful.
You find an orc skull that looks particularly beautiful
I'm gonna
and
grab
has
the
like a
skull.
hole in.
I look at
on top of
Orlin in
it.
disgust. So yeah, sorry.
well,
Well, then it's not like they're using it anymore. At least I'm gonna give them a new purpose.
Yeah, like
wait,
a flower pot or what?
can you speak to the dead with a skull?
Can a skull reply? I don't think so.
I mean, oh no, wait, it doesn't have lips. I think it says it has to have lips. Yeah. So no.
Thank you, gods of D&D, for putting that exact specification on the spell.
Yeah, because probably a lot of people tried.
Look, I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna suggest we behead one of the like actor vampires, but that was an option. That's why I
Okay,
remember it.
apart
Can
from
you speak with
a lot
just
of
the mouth
skulls,
of a
that
dead
room is
person?
empty.
All right.
Oh, it's
Okay,
just a
just a
secret
little
room with
Lovely.
skulls.
Well,
Okay,
it's still not empty. It is filled with skulls, but there is nothing of interest in there.
unless you're interested in skulls.
Can we investigate a little more closely? Like,
Yeah, sure.
okay,
Let's check the
and
weird skulls. Oops.
like pick up some skulls, turn them over, see
Find
if
more
there's
flower
anything in
pots.
the corners. Yes,
No,
just
they
nothing.
all
Okay.
look like skulls. Some older than others. So some are bleached out, some are not. But there is no skull that actually has some meat on it. It's really it's bones.
Do they have any like scratchings or like breaking points?
Oh yeah, a lot of them have breaking points on them. Some don't. Some are completely intact. Yeah,
They are intact.
but there is like all of variety that you can imagine on those skulls. Some of them have marks on them, scratches. Some are worn, some not. Some look like very recently removed by the flesh around it. So
Okay. Well, I shrug and go, well, there's nothing in there. Back to the acid plan. Does anyone like, do we want to go through with it, or
I mean, we can't just leave, can we? I don't.
I mean, like, out of character?
still, you the heartbeat while you actually did all of this is not stopping. You still hear tutump, tutump, tutump.
I think we may as well deal with it now, or it may come bite us back later.
Yeah, like, out of character, if you like really don't want to do this, I'm not gonna like go through with it because that's my roleplay or whatever. But I'd
I
like
want to
to
get
do
that. I want to get that box.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
it.
I'm
Yeah,
way
let's go
too
for it.
curious.
Okay.
I actually
I'm-
was thinking about just grabbing it before, and
Oh, boy.
so yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Please let
go.
me know ahead.
Like, do y'all wanna?
Okay,
or do
we
you
have
wanna stand?
we have two
while I-
we have two options. One is we make the hut and try to grab it like that. The other one is we stand at the edge of the room and we grab it with Mage Hand so we can make a bolt for it.
But it might not. Like, Mage Hand can only carry like 10 pounds.
How
Yes.
heavy is the box?
We don't know. Or we
It is
wouldn't
10
know.
pound one.
We do mage. We can't carry that.
Sorry, what did you say?
You have mage hand and I
Still,
have mage hand.
the box is grasped by the hands of the statue. It
Oh,
is not just like you can tip it and it falls down.
Yeah,
I'm
it
it
is
gonna
would
do
have to,
grasped.
something.
like-
I'm gonna do something stupid.
You need to apply some force.
Can I
I'm just.
can I tickle the statue?
Yeah,
Yep.
you can.
Actually,
Statue
something really creative.
the statue seems very unimpressed by your tickling.
Oh well.
I sort of stand into this corner and say, Well, I'm gonna cast the tiny hut, so please get in position for where
Here,
you want to
because
be.
then the chances of acid getting out are like smaller, and then we can get out of the room.
Oh, right. Babs, you were saying there's like an incline where we came from?
In incline? No.
Yeah, we came down an incline, right?
Ah, yeah.
Does that reach until this room?
Yeah, I mean, it started more or less here, and so this is the room itself is the lowest point.
Okay, so if I cast tiny hut here, like, does it? Wait, I have to go. I mean, are you gonna go do this? Or how are we on the like a tiny hut can go through walls rule?
No, it can't. A wall is a wall.
Then I guess we have to cast it in the room, and then but just like make sure that we can get somewhere out.
Okay,
Here.
yeah, I guess like if I cast it like here, right? The tiny hut would still be like. I mean,
It is going around corners,
yeah.
but
So
the corners still remain. So if you cast,
yeah.
let's say you cast your tiny hut here, you have exactly the space that you have in this hallway, in this tunnel.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't have
Yeah, no,
more.
that makes sense.
But
But
it still it still goes around the corners.
okay, so
So
like
the
if you
walls and all
stand
that
like
stuff remain.
if you stand like here, you'll still be in the hut, but like on an incline, so the acid will not touch you, and then I can like go on the incline as well, and as I like dismiss it, and then we should all be safe. That makes sense, right?
What is the diameter of the hut again? 10 feet?
10, yes. So like here, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10,
Mhm,
and then it
mhm,
would like
mhm.
also cover this bit here, entire
I'm still
statue.
not getting what your plan is.
Gonna cast a tiny hut. If the
Just to be protected by the acid
yes,
for whatever you try to do.
yeah. If
All
anything, we're
right,
gonna like
all right.
try to do with the thing.
You notice that you are actually just 5 people standing around the statue. There's somebody missing.
Well, I said to get out of the way if you don't want to be here, so I don't think that's very special.
Alice went very far out of the way. You can't even see her anymore.
Why
Well-
Alice? Then it would be 4.
Yeah.
Because Alistair isn't there either.
Oh.
Well, they probably went away to smooch or something.
Yeah.
Ew.
I know I've been like stealing myself away from battlefields to smooch, so you know, good on them.
Ew.
I wouldn't call this battle.
No.
Yet.
There are no half-orc smooches. Shush.
Half orc.
Orc? What?
There's no
Excuse
half
me?
Yeah.
Who's the
All in
half-orc?
all,
I
what
would
I'm
actually
talking
like some
about.
smooches, but I'm
Yeah.
not
All in knows what
invited.
I'm talking about. So
Yes.
okay, now what is no?
Okay,
Please.
I turn to everyone. So how do we want to approach this box now that the
How
hut
do you
is up?
want to do this?
How do you want to do this? Should we just
We can-
grab it?
Still try to get it with Mage Hand, right? Just
Okay.
to see if it works.
Yeah.
No.
Can we both?
We
It's
still have
not.
to get it out of the hand first. somehow.
Okay,
we-
that's
Yeah.
So we can use
Still, it
blunt
is not
force.
removable by Mage Hand. Your Mage
Can I
Hand
lift
is now.
the-
Alistair casts a weird kind of magic on the whole dungeon and makes your Mage Hand completely unusable for the rest of the campaign.
God, jeez,
No,
Jesus.
it's just a joke.
Okay, well,
like open the lid?
No, it is locked.
Is it locked? Okay.
can
You want me to
you-
use my hammer?
can you wrap your bag of holding around it, like sort of, and like push
And
it in
then-
there without touching it directly?
I think we could do that, like, and then just pull it. Put the bag of holding around it and then just pull.
Yeah.
Eh?
Put the bag of holding
Alright.
around the box
And then pull.
and then pull without touching the box.
Okay, now you have your tiny head up, right?
Yes.
Okay, then pull if you want to. Do me strength.
Da, da, da. Work? No, it didn't.
I cast guidance on the person trying to.
Okay. 1d4, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Alice.
That didn't work.
Well, it's like yes.
Yay!
Wait.
One.
No, the box is not moving at all.
I like to help, I think, and I
People
mean,
here would like
Yeah.
to pull.
I join in
do I
too.
just also make a strength check or?
Yeah, wait a second.
Well, I've already done it, so.
Yeah, no,
Or is this-
the check is all right. La 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 la. Okay. Your combined effort actually manages to remove the box from the grasp of the statue. You applied so much force that you actually stumble a few feet backwards and trying to get your balance back while holding the box in your hands. While you start to being happy about your victory, you see that the statue is coming to life.
I think we
boy.
should run.
And looks very unhappy. Roll for initiative.
Okay.
Should run.
I think we should
We
run.
can run. Okay, should we run? I have a spell where I can run faster. Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Except Alistair and Alice. You don't roll.
Yeah.
You have no idea what is going on actually.
Yeah, I wasn't going to.
So that is for your Fahey. Okay, I see. Then wait, let me. I need to roll as well.
Wow.
The
Just
thing
wow.
comes alive. I just close the bag of holding and put it back on my belt.
No, you can do that when you have your initiative. You are right now holding the bag of holding together with Orlin, being surprised that, or not surprised, but being a bit in shock that the statue is coming to life. Now let me sort that. Descending. Yep. All right. The monster has the initiative and just moves forward into close combat. That's an owl. Sorry, I just moved your owl a bit out of the way. So, it attacks Zoya and Orlin, since
Oh
those
boy.
are the ones with. Does that work? Yes, it does. And then. Okay. So, Orlin, what is your armor class? I have problems clicking the tokens right now.
16.
Thank you. Okay, the first claw misses you,
Cool.
but the other two claws that are trying to hit Zoya are hitting with 27 damage.
How much?
So yeah, or
Okay, like it's 2 attacks, right?
It's 2 attacks, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use my reaction and uncanny dodge to halve the attack's damage.
You're gonna what's 2 health? What?
No, I'm gonna use uncanny dodge on the first attack to halve the damage.
To half the damage.
Yes.
I understood health. Okay, then it's 6 damage less. It's 21.
That 1. Okay.
wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I don't have a question. Never mind. My question was that, like, since the
Alrighty
Sahagin
then.
is like was an object when it was inside of the tiny hut, you can like still move freely through it. but it's like objects and creatures, so it doesn't matter if it. But like unless it like fundamentally changed in its like it got like replaced with a no wait. You know, never mind.
Okay, it is Zoya's turn.
Wait, we said with or without flanking? I'm not sure anymore.
Huh?
Do
You
we
get
have advantage from?
if you yes, you get right now you get advantage because you
Okay.
have like 3 people in
Yeah.
within
All right,
5
I'm gonna keep the bag of holding in my left hand and attack him with my rapier and the booming blade with my vicious rapier and booming blade.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
No.
Okay, so it's 26 to hit.
Mm-hmm. You hit
Okay, so it's
20.
8. What? It's 25 because I get +3 on the vicious rapier. It's 25.
Isn't that actually
piercing?
calculated in?
No, it's not. It's +3 is the you can add the proficiency bonus to the vicious rapier attack.
Why is that
And
not calculated in?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's not. I found out last time. So it's
How
25.
much? 20,
25
okay.
piercing and 8 thunder damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna move the rest of my 40 movement here.
Okay. So, you stepped... No, you are still in the tiny hut. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Then...
And the owl is still on my shoulder, so it goes
Yeah,
away.
it is Elasha's turn. Ah,
Alrighty.
big fishy monster.
What to do? What to do? I'm gonna move up close to the monster. Will you let me pass here between Yagu and the corner, or do I have to go around?
Where are you right now? Yeah, that looks to be a... Yeah, that looks doable.
All right, then I would just move over here.
Okay.
And I would. Where is it? Where is it?
Quick, while you think or search,
Yeah.
quick metagaming question. Tiny hut is blocking out sounds, right? So anything that happens within the tiny hut can't be heard outside.
I'm not sure. Hold on, let me just read through it. I don't like
Yeah,
specifically remember it saying that, but it might.
But I mean, it would make sense. Otherwise, just everybody can hear you snoring while doing a long rest.
You know, it has to have a downside.
Huh. The bard in the tiny hut.
No, it does not specifically say that. It says the dome is opaque from the outside. I mean, it does. That just means it can't be seen through, but it could also mean it has like, it's like an actual wall. If that makes sense? I don't know. Whatever, it's your decision. It's your decision. It doesn't specifically say anything about that. Oh,
Oops.
There he goes.
He's like so shocked that I asked him to make a decision. That it's just
No.
like,
I hate Discord on the phone.
oh
I
no.
was gone
Did
for like
you
a few seconds.
did you hear what I said about the sound in the hut, or?
No.
Yeah, I said it doesn't specifically say anything about it. It says the wall is opaque, which could mean it's just see-through, or it could mean it's like an actual physical wall. So it's your decision.
So how did you set up the tiny hut? As being opaque or completely stealth mode, or
It is always opaque.
it's a bit? It's always opaque. Okay.
Yeah.
Then let's say sounds path through it. Alice and Alistair, please do me a perception check.
Yes. Perception.
Perception.
Perception. Where is it? There it is. Perception.
Okay, Alice is
Clueless
completely
Alice.
sunken in the conversation that Alistar is trying to pull on her. But Alistar actually hears weapons clinging and some beasts screaming. It sounds like.
Seems like they have awakened an evil, since I can hear weapons clanking and furious screaming. Do you hear it too, or not?
What? What now? No. What do you mean?
Yes, yes. Weapons clank! Beasts scream! Roar!
Where? What?
Follow me.
Mhm.
It dieth. Hell yes.
It dieth. Okay.
Dieth.
Yes.
In the meantime, Elasha is casting Sanctuary on who?
On Orlin.
Okay.
And then I am, because I casted something, I am just going to attack with my hammer. One hand because I have my shield up.
How did you touch Orlin then?
He licked her.
I no,
Lick
sanctuary
for
is not.
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary is wait. Sanctuary has 30 feet range. It's
Aha.
vocal somatic material, and I have warcaster
okay.
feet.
Okay. So you hit with the hammer, yes?
Exactly, and I also use sorry, where is it? The touch of death. It does 15 points
Extra
of necrotic damage.
50?
15.
Huh.
It's
So he said
5 plus
50.
class,
Five
level,
plus
5
twice
times two.
cleric level.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 15. All right, so no. Let me change you. Okay. All right. Then it is old time plus Alice and Alistar. You move. I don't think so, but
I mean,
let's
I
see.
move.
Just yeah. Okay, you move up the tunnel and see an opaque blurred vision of Zoya
Nice.
standing there in the
Yes.
tunnel.
I just rolled
Alice?
initiative for stuff.
You haven't entered the fight yet, but
I think Nick died. I'll say.
no.
What? I'm still here.
Nick.
Well,
Not
you
the
didn't
Nick.
respond to
You're still there.
anything, and you didn't move.
But
Are
Was-
you following Alistar?
slowly, yes.
Slowly.
Did my token not move?
No,
No,
it
I
didn't.
didn't see anything.
So let's just assume you are seeing the same as Alistar. You're standing right next to him,
Let
right?
me move her around a little bit. Do you see her now?
No. I mean, I see the token, but I can't see it move. But that is just because my screen is a bit frozen as well.
Okay.
Anyhow, let's just. Now you are. Okay, you see
There
the
we go.
same as I
There
described.
it
You
appears.
see Zoya behind an opaque wall. Yeah, standing just there. And then yes, you rolled for initiative. You have 21 right now. Do you
Same
have?
as the
Oh,
imp.
okay.
The
Yeah.
imp didn't register.
Oh, okay. Then just let's do it simultaneously. Alice, please roll for initiative as well.
Boppity boopity boopity boppity. Boop.
Okay, that is not recognized by the tool. Did you click your
I had
token?
yes, I did.
Okay, I'm gonna edit you in then on
I
the
can
next
I can
turn.
do it again, and then you can
Yeah, just yeah, do it again and
change it to 15.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care if it's
Anyhow,
higher or lower.
woo.
Keep the 15. I don't care.
Yeah. I did. Okay, then. Elisha, you done?
Yep, I'm done.
It is owl time, as I said.
My owl fly up to the thing here and distract it with the help action. Well, he'll hold the action and help out the next one that attacks, and then fly back on my shoulder.
Okay. Okay. In this case, Yagu, you have advantage.
Ooh, okay, that's good. On all my attacks or my first attack?
On your first attack, because it's help action, it's one action, and after he helps,
Ah,
it helps
okay.
with
It is
my-
first.
So then I whack once with a quarterstaff and twice with my fists.
Mm-hmm. So you hit, you miss, and you miss.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one-handed, so it's just the 4 damage, right? Yeah, that's the d6 it
Yeah,
rolled.
it is just the 4 damage. That is right.
That's kind of sad. And I spend a key. So it has to do a Constitution saving throw on a DC 14 or be stunned.
It is not stunned.
Eh.
Oh fuck! I was gonna like declare a portent roll on that, but I missed it. But you know,
Too late.
yep.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Sorry.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
then,
Oh, add one more
now,
damage to the
speaking
staff.
of our femme fatale, it is Orlin's turn.
Okay. If I step backwards, I'll get an attack of opportunity, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay. So
But you have sanctuary on you, at least.
I'm gonna do some. Wait, hold on. Give me a second. Okay, I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter, and before you roll,
Please
before
tell
you
a
roll,
joke.
give it. I don't have a joke. Give
Aw.
it my 5 from my portent roll as its wisdom saving throw. And I'm gonna say, that's not what I expected. You're not acid. And yes.
Nice.
Okay, wait a second.
Quality comedy
Da-da-da-da.
content right there.
I shove some tiny thorns in my face and then like wave a feather at it, you know.
Gucci, Gucci, goo.
Orlin will get her own Netflix special.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, it starts laughing in its weird subcultural language and falls prone to the ground and is hammering its fists.
Oh, I'm so happy. Now I can use my movement to step out of its vicinity, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you can in this case now.
Okay, so I'm gonna go out of the tiny hut so it disappears.
Floof. Alice and Alistair, you actually see bleeding Zoya standing right in front of you,
Yes.
being very, beaten up, more than you ever seen her, Alice. At least for you, Alistair has never seen Zoya bleeding.
And Alistair believes, I don't know if, like, he has never seen a tiny hut. Is it see-through or is it opaque? It's
Opaque.
see-through. Yeah. Wait, no, what?
But now it's gone, so you can your vision is restored. You can see everything now.
Orlin stepped out of it and
Yes.
Yeah, it's
I
poof.
just glance at Orlin, like, with an eyebrow raised, like,
Well-
yes, exactly like that.
told you,
It
bitch.
didn't get hit by acid.
Huh?
I wonder if he could
now-
use the acid.
What do I do? Yes, the question is now.
Wait,
Do
wrong.
I see the monster?
You see parts of it, yes,
You can hear it.
and it slowly recovers from some kind of weird joke in its standing up again, using its
Okay.
movement action right now. and is seeing a turtle and a half-orc standing in front of it.
It says at the end of each
And-
turn, though.
This
Yeah.
case,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
The turn is right now.
Yeah.
I
Well-
would like to use Eldritch Blast on it.
No, you're not. It's not your turn. You're gonna step in the
Ah.
fight next time.
Mention that Zoya's bleeding.
Ah. I just see that. Okay. Okay, good. Whoop.
Okay.
Sorry.
The
Okay, good. Yeah, Zoya's
claws.
bleeding. Who cares?
Wait, this is a 17.
Wait,
Zoya, would
wait.
you like
If
a
it-
hand?
If it
Well,
has to
no, she
repeat the
already
saving
has
throw at
to.
the end of its turn, doesn't it mean it can't act afterwards?
Let's see. I mean, getting up is an action.
No, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like
The target. Oh no, yeah.
at the end of
No,
each
no.
of its
Doesn't
turns,
matter,
it
it
repeats the wisdom.
It didn't hit anything.
Oh,
Doesn't matter at all.
doesn't matter
But,
anyways.
it is not prone anymore, and it's standing right in front of you.
Hello.
So this is the beginning of a new turn. So wait a second. Now descending. It's Alistair's turn in this case.
Yes. I would like to Eldritch Blast that bitch. Yes. I cast that.
Sounds like something Seppi would say.
Yes.
Is that like that's an attack roll, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it missed.
Oof.
Wait, but
Oh well. Wait. No,
How
I
does-
can roll it twice, right, Christy? Because
wait,
You
no,
roll.
but magic.
You roll for.
You
You
roll
roll for each individual blast. So if you
okay,
have
it's
two,
two
you can
Eldritch
roll.
Blasts. Total beams 2. Both of them miss. Okay.
Both miss.
I thought we couldn't
Magic
shoot
is not.
into the
The hut
There
is
is
gone.
no. The hat is
The
gone.
hut
The
is
hut is
gone.
gone. I stepped out of it, so it got
Yes, no
dispelled.
hut.
Oh, now it just disappeared. Okay,
Ah,
I still saw the lines. That's why I was confused.
Completed them.
You have
God.
lag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Both of your blasts missed.
Yes.
It just flies left and right of Yagu's ears and just. But apparently, is not missing, not hitting the Sagwan.
Yes.
Is that all of it?
Yes. And
In this case, it is Zoya's turn.
yes. You do know that my imp has the same thing as me, and are we just gonna do the?
Ah, excuse me.
turn is the
Excuse
same
me.
turn?
I forgot. Yeah. Then please do your imp, whatever it does.
Yes. He yum yum. He flies
yum.
closer to the monster, or like she flies closer to the monster and tries to sting,
It
which
hits.
is fucking great.
Yes, it does hit. And so we need to do a Constitution saving throw, which is very well.
Oof.
So it's just the 7 damage, right?
I would say yes.
Yeah. Still, the monster looks hurt, but still very capable of fighting. And it is Alice's turn. No, it is Zoya's turn, excuse me.
That's right.
What? You were cut off?
Oh, over here. That should give me advantage on the.
Yeah, first of all, you're moving through the space of attack, so you're gonna provoke an opportunity attack by moving there.
I'm not leaving the attack. Like I'm not.
He's
walking
walking
out.
around the monster.
I'm walking around it. I'm not walking out of his attack range.
No, you're walking into. I mean, yeah, you need to.
I need to walk
Uh,
out to provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Or does
but
he have
you're
a
passing through
special?
its. You're passing through its attack range. You can't just move behind that on the space that you have there,
Then I'm
unless
gonna- Then
you're gonna
Yeah,
have
I mean-
to move in a straight line there where you are there behind Yagu in a straight line, and
Yeah.
then move down.
I mean
Just,
the imp
just to
is
make
on
sure
the
that
opposite
you
side.
calculated that.
The imp is on the opposite side. It doesn't matter, so I can just go on this side. So I'm gonna attack
Okay.
it from there. Same thing with vicious rapier and the booming blade. And so it's 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm. It
It's
hits.
27 piercing and 1 thunder damage. And then I'm gonna move back here.
All right. Good.
Is it-
Okay, then Alice's turn.
Wait, rogues get auto disengage? Or,
No, I
confused.
have the mobile feat.
Oh,
Okay.
She has the mobile feed, yeah.
okay then. Let's see.
The bonus action to disengage in any case.
All right, all right. Mm. Hmm. Alice comes up with a wonderful scheme of drawing her sword and running up this monster towards Elisha's right, squishing by both Alistair and Orlin
Yep, that works.
right there. If the second sword slash hits, she would cast a divine smite. Boop, bop.
No. No. You
Alright.
somehow got mingled with your sword between all of the arms and a turtle shell, and you drop your weapon.
Ooh.
Can I still use this turn's bonus action to pick it up, or do I have to wait for next turn? I don't mind either way, I'm just asking.
Yeah, just yeah, do it next turn.
Sure.
Just play it like that. Just
End of turn.
decision.
Oh yeah.
It's Elisha's turn.
Alrighty then. I am going to use. I'm going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement. That probably doesn't hit because I
Nope.
rolled an 8.
Yes.
And yeah, that's basic. And I use Sanctuary again, this time on Yahoo. Oh wait, no,
Good.
sorry. Can I take that back?
On who?
I would not cast it. Because Yahoo is right next after me. So doesn't really do anything.
All right. Okay, you're not
Yeah.
casting it.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and that's all I do.
That's all I do. It's Yagu's turn.
Okay, I keep going at it with my stuff.
Finish him.
Yes, yes, and no.
Yes, yes, and no. Okay, add +1 to the damage of the quarterstaff, by the way, because it's the magic one, but just won't let me roll it.
Okay, so it's 15 plus 2 is 17, right?
+2?
Yeah.
Why?
15 plus 2 is 17 in my math.
Yeah, but why 15
Yeah, but
plus
the second
2?
one is claws.
Because 8 plus 7.
No, but the
is-
second one was
is-
my
is
claws.
15.
The second one was my claws. Not the staff. Just the staff gets +1.
The staff gets plus 1, but okay, in this case it's
Yeah, 16 damage.
Just still counting everything together. Okay,
Yeah.
it's 16. Okay. Yep, got it.
Yep, okay, that's it.
Okay, it is old time.
Yes. Oh,
Old,
no,
not
it's
all
owl
in.
time. I thought you
Old.
said. I thought you said it's old
I always
time,
understand
and
old.
that's me.
Old time, yeah.
Well, it does
Two old
make sense.
timers.
Okay. Anything for the owl? Zoya, Christy?
Yes, I'm gonna have the owl fly. Whoops, no, I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm gonna have the owl fly up here and distract it for the next one. Hold the action and distract it for the next one who attacks, and then fly back on my shoulder.
Okay. In this case, then it is old time this time.
Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to throw out a firebolt.
Yeah. I'm glad that you and you miss.
You have
Fuck.
advantage.
Well, I have advantage apparently.
Yeah.
You do have advantage,
Well,
and you
Rip.
still miss.
mhm.
Oh no.
No. Well, those two fireballs shoot out and miss, and I just curse. And yes, that's my turn.
Okay. It is Alistor's turn. No, apparently it's not. I'm sorry. It's next round, and then wait. I have to sort this again somehow. How do I do that?
Can't you just
No,
drag
it's
it
not working.
over?
Yeah, yeah, that should work. Okay. Then it is Monster's turn. Still has like 3 mean looking characters now in front of him. And apparently none of the initial one that tried to awaken him. No, wait. Okay, it tries to go with a bite for Yagwu, misses, but then the 2 claws attack Yagwu again and hit Yagwu for 26 damage.
Okay.
Been here before. It's fine.
It's fine. No.
This is fine.
I have
Yes,
I
do
have
then.
I
Just,
have double the
How many-
I have double the HP I had last time this happened.
That's right. That's right. It is 2.
Only one swollen eye right now?
Yeah, not both of them. It is
Okay.
Alistar's turn.
Alistair's. My thing is freezing as fuck.
It's
And
really slow.
yes.
It is working for me right now.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
Starts
the
to get
turn
better,
order.
but
Oh no, I just haven't scrolled up on the turn order. Okay. Since the last 2 Eldritch Blasts missed, I will move here in front of Zoya a few steps, and then I will use my Eldritch Blasts again. Boop, boop.
the boop. You hit with the first one.
Nice. And Esmeralda stings again. Blanc.
It
Oh, it's a
hits.
fish.
Yeah, it hits. And the monster is not doing its save this time. So it's 4 plus 9, 13, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Good. Now the monster really looks hurt. And it is Zoya's turn.
Same thing. Go over here and attack him with Booming Blade and Vicious Rapier.
Mm, one
No,
hit.
second one didn't.
No, didn't.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's 25 to hit. Sorry, the third one isn't necessary.
Yeah, no, the first one hit.
Okay, so it's 22 damage. No, 22 damage, piercing, and 5 thunder.
Okay.
So 27 total.
All right.
And then I'm gonna move over here again.
And it is Alice's turn.
Alice's turn. God, I hate this already.
Yeah. It's gonna get confusing, especially when I say
Alice
quickly.
Torn.
Yes.
Yes.
Thusly, Alice will this time use inflict wounds upon the creature, getting in within touch range, and boop.
Yeah, you managed to hit it.
Oh, I don't know why I cast it twice.
Because you
Nothing.
are clicking a lot of times.
Nope.
You actually managed to kill it. It falls down by your
Necrotic touch.
divine powers that you applied upon it, and it is dead. You have
All
one
right, can
half dead
somebody
shoulder.
explain to me what happened here? Why was there a giant thing in the middle? What'd you guys do?
We took the box.
Okay.
I took the box.
I told you this was.
The statue is no more. There is no more statue. That was a petrified Swagin.
Okay, I just go into a corner and
You
collapse.
have a funny looking stone box in your bag of holding right now.
Where's the
I-
box? What happened to the statue?
Gee,
What did
I
the people do?
hope
Why are there
this
skulls on the
box
floor?
was
While they
worth
ask
it.
1,500 questions, I would like to take. Wait, I had 10 vials. I'm gonna fill 5 vials with the blood of the thing.
Just collecting blood from everything.
Okay, you have like 5 vials now of fish
Like-
monster blood.
We shall
Yes,
collect
what's the name of
AIDS
the
from
really,
every
like,
species there
Following
is.
echo baths. Sounds like a goddamn demon. Ah, vile
Yeah,
blah, 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 blah.
I just shrug and say, well, it didn't go that badly, so I don't know what you guys are like so terrified of.
Maybe dead turtles?
Well, look, it's perfectly fine.
No,
Wait, who
he's
who
not
here is
really
hurt?
perfectly fine. He
Did
is,
anybody
yes,
sustain damage?
Nor am I
well,
perfect.
Yagwu more or less looks like
Yeah.
one of his arms is falling off.
Yes, I
And,
just collapse in the
his-
corner.
His head is not able to retract into his shell anymore because of all of the swelling.
We're fighters. We're there to get hurt. If you wanted to, like,
Apparently, it's
not...
just Yagwu all of the time.
Yes.
If you didn't want to get hurt, you should have
Two.
not become an adventurer. You should have stayed home.
I wish I could.
I mean,
Still,
on a scale from
Yagwu
0
is blood is running out of Yagwu's shell from every crack in the shell.
Ouch.
Oh,
blood is
thank you,
running out.
Alice.
But like
Very
on a
well
scale of
Still-
0 to 33, I'm feeling like a 12 right now.
I was
Yeah,
feeling
also
like a
Zoya
2.
is also heavily bleeding.
Alright,
What?
let me
Sorry?
patch you up then.
Wait.
And
Wait.
we'll both heal her, eh?
Yeah. Yagu, you're still hurt, right? You're not feeling
Yeah,
perfectly
I'm
well.
pretty hurt, but
All right.
I am pretty
I am
hurt.
pretty hurt.
Let me do something about that.
Thank you.
Look, it's a heal circle. One hand on one, the other on the other.
That's for Yagu.
Okay,
A
the
healing.
polonaise continues.
Oh, thank God for healers. Much appreciated.
Anyone still feeling a little bit bruised up and need some mending and tending and caressing and
Okay.
slightly battered here.
I sort of slap my arms and go, I don't have a single scratch.
Well,
Yeah, your
stood in the
barbarian, aka fighter, experience managed to keep you out of damage.
Yeah, I don't think I've taken
Somehow.
a single bit of damage this entire dungeon yet.
Nope.
Like to take
I
Apart from
wonder
falling
why.
damage and stupidity damage, yes, you did.
I would like to move out, guys. I would like to move out of the room with the acid ball still floating around.
yeah.
Yes, valid. Yes.
And then we can check on the box. Like maybe we can try to find out what's
What's in
inside
the
it.
box?
Okay, you move out.
We haven't checked the secret room yet, though.
Wait!
You have
We did.
No, we
Like,
did.
a
Wait,
lot
it's
of-
the one with the skulls.
a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
skulls.
Yeah, like Zoya was hit on the head
Tumbled.
by the weird creature, fish creature, so
Boing.
you know.
Yeah.
I would like to interject. Didn't I pick up a key last session? Well, the session before last
Yes.
session.
you
Perhaps
picked up
that is-
a key.
That is the key we need to open that chest. We should try that.
Okay,
Gonna take.
so you start to crumble in your bag of holding and manage to find the box and
I take the box
a
out with
key.
Mage hand. And I
Yes, you do. Okay.
put it on the floor and then take out the key.
Okay.
Does
you
it look
manage to
like it's
find
matching?
both of the items. It's looking like I described it last time, like a bony key, but still, yeah. You have to try it out probably.
Take Mage hand and try to turn the key into the box.
Okay. You put the key into the box, turn it around, and apparently the box actually opens.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
And is the heart
Inside of
inside?
the-
Sorry, come again. I somehow missed this.
I opened the box with the bony key we found last time.
Okay, and what was in it?
Well,
That's
that's what we're about to find out.
Let me go on.
Oh yeah. No, sorry. I am. Excuse me.
cut out probably, yeah.
I thought you
No,
already
no
said
issue.
it, and I was somehow like I missed
Inside
it.
of the
so-
box, you see the box is inside. You have like lead pieces inside of the box. That's why it was blocking out your detect magic. Right now, since your detect magic is still on, you sense some kind of necrotic magic coming from the heart. And Alistair, do me a perception check, please.
Ooh. Perception. Yes, perception. Alika?
Can't see a thing. There you go. Oh, it is just a humanoid heart that is beating inside of the box, and this goes. Tudump, tudump,
Ooh.
So
tudump.
there's a humanoid heart and like lead pieces.
Lead pieces inside of the box. Yes, that was blocking out the detect magic. But right now, as I said, Alden is sensing a strong necrotic magic from the heart.
Maybe we
could I-
should like close it again.
Maybe we should identify it.
Are you gonna
Sorry,
touch?
Esmeralda.
Are you gonna touch the necrotic heart?
Not me, but Esmeralda is.
I don't know. Is
Wait,
Esmeralda going?
No.
Well, I'd like to make an Arcana check to know if I know anything about sort of disembodied hearts and chests.
Okay.
Yes, they're very common actually.
Yeah, they're lying around everywhere in Waterdeep. Just
Right.
They're called Horcruxes. You made
did it
7.
come through?
Yeah, should be
Yeah,
17.
Arcana.
17.
17.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no, there is nothing that you can actually resemble from your teachings from the academy that says anything about having a heart with necrotic magic.
Hmm. Well, I detect a lot of magic from it, but unless we identify it, we won't know what it is ever.
I mean, maybe Obaya knows something about it.
It sure is magical. So
Well, I
We
for
could
one would
just-
like to know.
Pawn it off to him without actually identifying what it is.
But
it is a beating
I
heart.
want to know what it is. What if
Well,
it's something
then,
useful?
touch it, my dear. Today I will not lose Esmeralda again. I have chosen, and this is what my decision will stay.
We
Gonna-
can check it tomorrow morning.
Gonna make a wisdom saving throw on my own curiosity. Okay. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
No, you're actually doing it.
What? What do you mean? I passed the wisdom save.
How do you know
my-
that you passed it? Just by rolling a particular high number doesn't say that you passed it.
Look, I can. It's higher than my own spell save, so that's what I'm
But
gonna go with.
I decide the difficulty.
Cross my
Curiosity is
life.
killing you. Your curiosity
Okay,
is killing you.
I walk up to the chest and I put my hand on it and cast Identify.
Can I use
Okay.
Mage hand? Okay, no, it's too late. Probably.
By touching it, nothing happens, but it feels squishy and a bit So yeah, you can cast your Identify right now on it.
Alright, let's do it.
It's gonna stay stuck to her hand again.
Well,
To her
sword
face.
is slightly better than the sword. A bit more gross, but you know.
Mm. It is some kind of a magic item that requires attunement. The exact magic properties are still obscure, but
God.
yeah, it is definitely some kind of magic item that requires an attunement to it.
Do I know if it's cursed or not?
No, it's not cursed.
Okay, I tell my companions that it requires attunement, and I don't know what it is, and then I turn to Alasha and go, do you have remove curse still?
Yes, I do.
Then someone should attune to it.
Alasha, would you
Yourself
like
not,
this
since you are
heart, or do you want
Be my,
to?
be my guest, sweetie.
So who's attuning to it?
The
Am
heart?
I?
Tune into it.
Do-
I'm not
do it
attuning
yourself
it.
if
Wait,
you are so
do we
curious about
Do
it.
we know what
already.
it's going to do?
No?
But one would have to take the risk. I know the cleric has
To
been.
reveal the whole all of its magic properties, you have to attune to it.
Okay, I
Alasha,
will attune to it. That takes half an hour, right? Or
I thought it
is
was a short
different?
rest.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
one
know.
short rest.
Short rest, yeah, that's an hour.
Yeah,
Do me another wisdom saving throw, please.
Yes. There you go.
Oof, that noise.
Oh, oh no.
Just.
Well,
Jeez.
you made me
Okay,
do it, so I'm just
you
saying.
actually want to attune to it.
Yeah, I do. We're going
Okay,
no
so
halfway stuff. We're gonna go through with it.
you spent the short rest right now, so everybody that is not on guard duty regains one hit dice.
Yes, please.
Can I also regain my spell slots, or am I busy attuning?
You're busy
It's a
attuning.
short rest.
Okay. Yeah, I can. I can like have a arcane recovery. Then yeah. But I'm attuning.
Can you do like
Okay.
one for every short rest now?
Okay.
Where do I roll my hit dice from in Roll20? In D&D Beyond, sorry.
In the short rest menu.
You can actually just click on
One.
yeah, there you go. One hit point.
Hell
Welcome.
yeah.
Okay. Right now, look.
Toad could have
Just
used
a
her
quick
potent roll on you.
quick out of character out of thing right now. Actually, Orlin would be dead by now.
Okay.
For
I'm
real?
not kidding you.
Well,
Yeah, Orlin is dead now.
you
While
did
attuning to the
make
heart.
me do it, even though
While
I.
attuning to the heart switches position with Orlin's actual heart, removing it from her body, putting it inside of the box, and yeah, the heartbeat still continues, but Orlin falls down and is dead. There is no saving throw, no nothing.
I'm gonna get my 15 gold though.
No way.
Oh man.
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
I want to get my 15 gold like that.
Wait, what do we
Where's the
That-
book?
do we what what do we
Meta.
notice?
Not with a bang.
No, we're not
but
gonna we're not gonna play it like that.
Why
Okay.
not?
Why
I mean,
not?
is there a way to reverse it?
No, probably not.
Okay.
Your heart
let's,
is now
let's do it
outside
like that.
of your body.
Orlin is while the short rest is going on, the guys that are not trying to recover and are on guard duty, please do me a perception check.
Everyone?
No, but like
everyone?
if there's like a way to reverse it, I'm open to just being like having like a short little quest for everyone to like do it or whatever if they want. But I don't mind dying.
But you will
Eh?
never find out what Proctor's relief does with the bronze.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
Okay,
I found out
Alasha,
another
you are
secret.
you are noticing that some kind of necrotic magic is going on, since you actually know a bit about necrotic magic. And you see that how life energy is getting drained from Orlin while she is trying to reveal the magic properties of the heart. What do you do?
Um, I have no clue. I have never been in such a situation. I have no idea.
It's fine. Like it's fine. Just let me die. Like it's okay.
I mean, you can warn her, but it doesn't mean she has to stop.
Yeah,
Attunement,
exactly.
attunement,
Yeah.
just quick on the
I could.
mechanics. Attunement is some kind of concentration that is going on.
Okay. And that takes like I don't know, like
An hour.
an hour. And so like after like 15 minutes, I realized that life force is being sucked out or something like that, or how does it
Yeah,
work?
more or less. You let's say it takes a bit more than 15 minutes, but you see that how life force is being drained from Orlin onto the heart, and if you would actually be able to see the magic that is going on, you would see a flow of life energy coming directly from Orlin's heart to the heart in the box.
Okay. My first instinct would be to like hit the box or the heart out of her hand, like hit it so she let go of it.
Slap it away.
Okay, you do an attack.
Yeah.
Do an attack, please.
Warhammer.
Yes, squish it.
Okay, since Orlin is seated and is not doing anything to defend herself because she's concentrated, you actually hit. Now, Orlin, please roll me on thingy to if your concentration breaks or not.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, thank you. That was the word I was looking for. Yeah,
Meh.
your concentration breaks and you still suffer. Wait a second. You suffer 15 damage from the necrotic magic that was going on.
Okay.
But the your concentration stops and the attunement is broken.
Cool.
What's going on? Everything okay?
Alistair snorts.
I heard a
Hey, why did you attack
crash.
me?
Um, it's hard to explain because it wasn't something visible, but I don't know if you felt it, but that heart seemed to suck your life force out of you. I was only feeling it vaguely, and I didn't want to waste any time. Yeah, I rather lose an item than have you hurt.
Well, now that
So
you
By the way,
mention it,
you also suffered the 8 damage from the Warhammer, so it's
well,
23 in total.
oh, okay. Well, now that you mention it, I seem to be almost dead.
So you saved Orlin by nearly killing her.
Yeah.
I
well,
will.
I wanted to hit like the heart out of her hand, so I wasn't expecting to hit her like on the head with my warhammer.
Yeah,
That
but
is
why
probably should
hit
have
her
done
with
an
a
Arnold
warhammer in
strike.
general?
Half-orc logic. Everything. I mean, if you just have a hammer, every problem is a nail, right?
I'm sorry. It was just like a short circuit reaction.
If violence doesn't solve your problems, you're not using enough of it. That's all fork logic.
I think we should put
So-
that thing away, and I would like to pick up the heart with Mage Hand and lock
Okay.
it back in the box.
Wait a second. First of all, Orlin does me another Arcana check, please.
Okay. There you go.
Oh yeah, you are actually you start to realize right now while still looking at the wounds and the exhaustion that you suffered that if you would have continued right now, you would be dead.
What if I wanted to die, you know?
Pick it up again and
Then
go ahead.
do it again. Nobody's
Up to you.
stopping you, old lady.
No, I say, well, I think that thing is evil. If you attune to it, you're gonna die. pretty sure. So thank you, Elasha, for saving my life.
You're welcome. And
Be
I am
able-
But,
going to do a medicine check on her to see
Oh
if
wow, nice.
like everything is all right, or if they are like seem to be like lasting.
Internal bleeding she did.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she looks very exhausted. Plus the hammer damage that you applied on her very softly. So
Killing me
yeah, she looks
softly with a
pretty beaten up
hammer.
on your perspective.
All right, all right, all right. Here, let me tend to your wounds at least.
Thank you.
And since I don't have like a lot of spell slots left, I am going to use Cure Wounds and Cure Wounds again. Oh, great.
Thank you. That's 8, right?
It's at least 8, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Now I
That is
finally take it
healing the
back.
hammering damage.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean
But
that's
not
already
anymore.
decent, you know.
I think
More
our
than
friend.
half.
I think Obaya might still be interested in the heart, so we should take it with us. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
make
it
sure
still
it's
is
locked in the
magical.
box. I'm just
It
gonna
Yeah.
make
still
sure
can be
it's
used
locked
to
in the
kill
box.
someone.
And we know what it does now, so you know.
Well, Ordain sort of stretches and goes, "Well, that was fun." Nothing. I've never felt. I haven't felt the thrill of dying in a while, and you know, it's quite a
Don't
thrill.
you worry, just make a request and we can change that.
What kind of request?
A
I
humble
mean, you could
request.
just plainly ask anybody, please hit me in the head with a stone or whatever weapon you might have to hand at the moment, and I'm sure for a payment of just a few gold or even just out of pure fun, they would do this for you.
But that's no fun. I've been in
Infernal,
situations where
Alistair
people have
says,
been
but you
trying
would
to kill
deserve it,
me
bitch.
all my life. And you know, I see a good death when I see one, you know?
But, okay. I guess, Alistair says.
Aren't you the one who's like so keen to find out about stuff? Like, you're
Well,
welcome.
yes, but I would like to find it out while living. Thank you.
You're so welcome. You have someone with a little bit of braveness in them here.
Thank you, Orlin. I say softly while squeezing my eyes together so I can barely see out of them and grinning in her face, like, yes, thank you.
I
So
pat Alistair's head and walk through the door.
Esmeralda hisses at her.
Okay. You managed to survive that. Somehow. What's next?
Yeah, barely.
Next.
I think we should find a place and take a rest.
Yes.
Yes, maybe we should even consider going out. I think.
I mean, Obaya is waiting for us at.
Are you
The
sure
yawning
he's waiting
portal.
for us?
Yeah, he told us he would be staying at the yawning portal, so we can
That
just
is
bring
true.
it back, spend the
Mm,
night at the yawning portal, and come back in the morning.
Do you think we could
How
sell
much-
the heart?
How much time passed since we went down?
2.5, maybe 3 hours.
So yeah, we like it's like the morning. It's like 10 a.m. or something.
Yeah, let's say it's close to lunchtime, more or less
Yeah.
12.
So I mean, we can't like immediately take a long rest anyway. So I don't know what
Yes.
we like. Yeah.
We could make our way, I guess, then to the Trogdor statue, but we risk having an encounter in that case. We risk fighting something, and I don't know if we're in
so
the.
we've already cleared that path before. I highly doubt.
Oh yeah, but I'm
No, but,
talking
like-
about if we want to actually activate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Save
we could-
activating it for next session. It's just this
I
session
mean,
we
we
can just waddle
continue
over.
and see what's at the end of the room here with the statues.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
just
like,
need to be more careful.
on my side at least, like I'm okay for now for like spell slots and HP. Like it's not super
So am
dire
I.
for me.
I mean, you
Yeah.
still probably have potions, right?
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
do.
Potions, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
So, like, I
have
can
like
continue.
some spell slots left. I think I can manage with that a little bit, but
Mm. I mean, I think we can like continue a little bit, and then like maybe next session we can take a long rest, and then
So many
Okay.
long rests.
fine for me.
or I don't know. None of you can any of you like recover spell slots on a short rest, or is that just?
Yes.
Not me, not a paladin.
Yes.
Mhm.
I can't.
I can, but I
Yeah.
have
Well,
no
take a
spell
level
But
in
can you
everything.
heal though?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with continuing, so we'll just say what's up for y'all.
I mean, I
Let's
could
go.
continue, but
Yeah.
like just because he has suffered no damage and has all of his two
All
spell
right.
slots.
Alice passes by Orlin and makes her way towards the center of the statue's hallway.
As soon as someone moves, I can't do anything.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm torturing you all.
Yeah, just be glad that we actually are able to play somehow. More or
Oh
less.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
it is.
worked pretty fine just before the fight.
Interestingly,
yeah.
it worked during the fight. So yeah, it is very interesting.
I guess we need high
Okay.
tension stakes.
You see another door leading to the south of the hallway here.
Sawyer,
And,
could you kindly do the honors and inspect this door?
You also, since the light is bright enough right now, you also see a bigger two-sided door to the east on the end of the hallway.
Let's go through here first
Works.
before
Yeah,
we
it's
venture.
lagging again. '21.
Okay. Yeah, you're very confident there are no traps, and also the door is not locked.
I'll have a look inside the room.
You see a hallway leading south and then east again.
Okay, I'll have my owl check ahead and
Alice
see what's
follows
in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I tell you guys that there's another room with a door. Is there anything in the room?
Yes, in the room, the owl sees rows of old weapon racks, many of which have collapsed under their own weight.
Any weapon? Floor?
Cut out.
The owl sees a door to the south with a hand axe embedded in it.
Like, try to smash it into the door, or is it part of the door?
No, it has been smashed into the door. It's not part of the door.
Embedded can mean that it's part of the door.
Yeah. No.
All right, then that's what I tell you guys, and I move towards the room. And then I realized I have detect magic on my own. I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic to see if there's anything magical in the room.
Wait, you had detect magic all this time?
I did.
You're
Yeah, but
kidding
come
me.
on, you guys.
Truly
used
somebody
it.
who knows their character inside and out.
No, but
So
the thing is that
mad.
everyone else cast this detect magic before I used it for anything else, so I didn't really pay attention to it.
I didn't get detect magic until like session 3 or something.
Somebody thoroughly looked through their spells list. Surely. Surely.
Face palming intensifies. No, there is no magic in this room.
Okay.
Cool. Can Alice perceive if any of these weapons could be of use other than the ones that are broken? Or
There is just one weapon and it's embedded into the door. The others are just racks.
could
And the racks,
she...
half of the racks have been collapsed, are broken, and the others are covered in cobwebs.
Could you possibly use your strength to pull this axe out?
Yes.
All right, would that be
I-
athletics?
Strength check. Simple.
Wait a
Alright.
second.
Strength check.
Uh,
Too late.
I
Is
wanted
it?
to
There you
cast
go.
guidance on you, but it's not working anyway right now.
Well, oh well.
Yep. You managed to pull the hand axe out of the door.
Hand axe.
Yep.
All right. Anybody want
You've-
some nifty tool? No?
Maybe we can resell it if it's still working.
Yeah.
It is for the properties of an axe. It is still working. Yes.
Mm.
I mean, if
Oh.
someone wants to keep it, you can keep it, and otherwise we can bring it
All right,
along.
I'll just keep it on my belt if nobody else wishes for it.
You found a nice common hand axe
Nice.
with no special properties.
That is perfectly fine.
Okay, good. Then
I'm gonna
yeah, there's still that door where the
check it
axe
for
was buried in.
traps.
Mm-hmm.
See any? I assume I don't see any
no,
traps.
no,
Can
you
I
don't see
check
any
for
traps.
corruption, like corrosion, on the weapons?
Weapon, but
Oh, there's only one?
the axe looks completely fine.
Okay.
The racks are empty, so it's just a wooden weapon racks.
Okay.
And the axe that has been removed from the door has no signs of corrosion. It looks not brand new, but completely fine.
Okay.
The door locked.
Nope, it's not.
Then I'm gonna, as soon as roll 20 allows, I'm gonna go into the room.
Okay. And within this 10-foot square room, you see a 1 foot thick, 5-foot diameter stone sharpening wheel set into the floor.
Okay. That all.
That is all.
I mean, that's a waste of a new extra room just for a sharpening tool.
What'd you
Well,
say, Zoya? There's a sharpening tool.
This is
There's a
yeah,
sharpening tool.
there is a sharpening
Don't
tool.
mind if I do.
Slurp, 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 slurp.
Don't mind
slurp,
if you
it's
do.
bored.
Okay. You press down on the stone paddle in order to get the sharpening wheel moving, but apparently it does not. And you hear a clicking noise below the floor, below the paddle, and it doesn't really sound healthy. So you assume that the mechanism that once turned the wheel is broken.
It's just on the whetstone on the roll, right? Or it's not
Yeah.
coming from anywhere else. It's just from the mechanism.
No, you just you pull down the paddle and the stone is not moving at all. So you assume it is broken.
Alistair, would you be so kind as to possibly help me with this tool over here? It might need
Well,
some
of course.
repairs. And
Well,
I step out. There's a space.
Oh, I stepped in. Okay, I'm confused.
It's only 10 feet. I don't
Okay, yeah.
cramped otherwise.
Okay. You want to use mending on the mechanism?
Yeah,
Do me an investigation check first, please.
okay. Investigation.
Okay. You have absolutely no idea where to apply your magic on, since you can't see anything broken on the surface. You assume that the actual mechanism that once turned the whetstone is below the floor, and you just can't get it working.
Well, Sadly, I cannot repair. Oh wait, I need to step out of the room probably. Sharp. Well, sadly, I cannot repair this since there's no broken mechanism that I can see. It is probably hidden somewhere in the floor. And if you do not plan on breaking up the floors and potentially breaking the construction even more, I cannot help you.
That's perfectly fine. Guess we won't have ultra sharp swords and axes. But it's fine. A pity, but still fine.
Okay,
All right.
what's next?
Well, shall we head eastwards? Those double doors were quite enticing, though. Or
Yeah,
shall
I
we
mean, we're
take a
already.
break for this session? Ahem, ahem.
Well,
Time.
I'm
Yep,
gonna
that
play
is now
until
the question.
6 or 7.
It is, yeah, exactly. We have 6 minutes left. You want to finish on time or you want to go for some minutes? That is up to you. Just write me a plus if you want to go on for just a few more minutes. It's gonna probably
15
take.
minutes, like not a lot longer because I have something at 8,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and I need to do stuff before that. But I mean,
1,
if we
2,
play
3,
another
4.
10, 15 minutes, it's like if it's not too long, I can still stay a couple of minutes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I don't really
And
want to play longer than 6, but we can continue for a little bit.
okay, done. Just speed it up a bit.
Okay, so
You are
are we
standing
gonna
in front of the double-sided doors right now.
check the door?
Yeah.
perhaps?
I
Nice.
am going to listen if there is something on the other side.
Okay,
And
Christy,
I try to roll.
investigation, and
Yes,
Elisha,
I'm
and
waiting for
perception.
I'm
Yeah.
waiting for roll 20
Yeah.
to catch up with the roll.
Just saying. Just saying.
We
Yeah.
are very
There's
perceptive.
no one there. There's no one there, and the door
There's
is
no sounds that you can
Yeah.
hear, and also
Can't hear a
no
thing.
traps that you can see.
Is
Everything
the door
seems
locked?
to be. You can't really say. You just have absolutely
Try
no
to
idea.
open it.
Yep, it is. It is not locked. Just let me quickly look up a thing. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's give it boom. Okay. Okay, as you check if the door is locked or not, you push down the handle and a rune starts glowing on the door. And please do me a Constitution saving throw, Zoya. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that worked.
That
I'm sure
absolutely
that was
worked.
enough.
Can someone ping me the location?
I believe
Every
in you.
time. It's impossible.
Okay, then the rune
There. Okay.
flows its weird magic onto you, and it is this specific rune that you should see right now. And the effect of it is that you gain vulnerability to all damage and a -2 penalty to death saving throws for the next 24 hours. On the opposite side, when you hit with an attack, the target of your attack can't turn that hit into a critical hit, after which this boon effect ends. No, it's the other way. So you can't be critted.
No, you can turn a hit
No,
you
you can
make
turn
into a crit.
your hit into a crit.
Yeah.
Can. No, can't. Yeah, in this case, yeah. You can
Only
turn
this-
you
Okay,
can turn
but
one hit into a critical.
Okay, but it only like dispels the boon effect, not the bane.
Yes, it dispels the boon effect. You can have one hit, and this one hit gets turned into a critical.
And that's just Christy.
That is just Christy, yes. But on the as I said, on the other side, She is now vulnerable to all damage.
Do I
gets a
feel it?
-2
Do I
penalty. Yes.
know what it is?
You feel very vulnerable right now, but you also, on the other hand, feel like you can stab a guy and kill him instantly.
I'm gonna
Do you-
stab the first person that I see. No.
Do you communicate this to your party?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I
Try to open the door again, but this time using Mage Hand.
I throw a questioning
I
look.
mean, you're already cursed.
Yeah, I don't want to be cursed again.
I
Double
throw a
up
questioning
works.
look towards
Yeah, but what
Elasha.
if there's more runes to curse me? Okay, I'm not trusting these doors. I'm
Cough,
using
cough. Orlin mentioned something about Elasha. Cough, cough.
Yes.
Huh,
It-
what? Sorry.
Curse. Hand.
Might be a curse.
Do things.
Yes, I know. I just wanted to check if Bane is considered a curse, but yeah. All right.
described as a curse. Why not? I don't know. Anyway, I tried to open it with Mage Hand.
Yep, the door opens easily, and the rune is not appearing again.
Okay.
All right.
Step in.
I could lift that curse off of you.
Is it a?
No, it is
It's
not a curse, but you
not?
cast remove curse, but apparently Zoya still feels vulnerable and very uncomfortable, and
All
very
right.
Something
powerful at the
ugly.
same time. So it's yeah, it's
I
a
see
weird
something
feeling.
ugly.
Yeah, you step into the room, and the chamber reeks with rot and waste. Its ceiling vaults out above you, held up by crumbling pillars. As you enter, a sinuous voice floats out from the dark. Ah, the newest guests of Under Mountain. Welcome, welcome to the show. Your eyes strain to find the source of the voice. It rings off every stone of this foul place. And out from the dark stalks a beast with the face of a man, the body of a lion, and the wings of a drake. Its
Nope.
spiked tail
Close
scrapes
the door.
against a nearby pillar. Yours is a special episode, says the beast, flashing a smile far too human for your liking.
I step
A
out and
special
close the door.
episode indeed.
Yes,
The Mad
wrong
Mage
door, sorry.
expects great ratings. And while you hear that monologue, 3 manticores pile up in front of you.
Step and close the door.
Sorry, wrong door.
Sorry, wrong door.
I was just looking. I was just trying to sell some encyclopedias. Got the wrong
we
person.
we should run. We should run.
I cast expeditious retreat on myself in that
Get
case.
him.
I dash as far like I dash back into. No wait, that's the dead end. I'm gonna dash back like here. Bye guys. Run.
It's every man for himself now.
No, run. I tell you to run. I close the door.
Yes.
All of you heard that.
Yes.
And all of
Make
you,
it
since you
bad.
opened the door, all of you have seen the 3 manticores.
I'm not gonna
front of
fight
you.
that. No.
60. I'm just
Well,
gonna
do?
go
didn't-
in.
We're not in
they
combat.
talked to you.
They
Yeah.
did talk to us,
well,
but
I-
I'm not gonna sit and find out if they're friendly.
I don't know if you remember, but I feel really vulnerable at the moment. So
Yeah, that's not our problem.
yeah, no, it's not your problem. You're my guest. You can stay there.
we'll
you're my
come
guest,
back and
find
talk to
out
them
what they
another
did.
time.
No, wait. Yes, here.
Have Esmeralda
Bloody
be
door.
have Esmeralda be our
That's-
go-between.
I'm really smart. Now I run this direction.
While
Right here.
you run, you hear puny adventurers. Why do you run? Be our guests. Be part of the feast.
Oh shit.
Um,
it goes.
Which part of the feast exactly?
The
One
main
of the
course,
magical
probably.
Esmeralda. Esmeralda turns herself into a spider. Ha! And crawls
Wow.
under the door.
Oh shit!
Just come on, roll 20. Come on.
I don't think I want to be part of a feast after all.
Well, I can take 2 actions per turn now,
I
so I'm
was
good.
trying to be like, haha, roleplay, and then this fucking thing comes through the door, and I'm like, no! Fuck no. Ooh, I'm sweating. Ooh, this is bad. It's really warm in
But
here.
like
Let me
you
open
told
my
me, it was
window.
my problem, so I don't really.
Yeah,
feel
but
it
now
to
it's
come
my
back.
problem too, okay?
Well, now it's not my problem anymore.
Yes, it is.
Okay, while you start your run, the manticore tries to snap for Esmeralda, poor
She's
little
a
imp.
spider.
Oh,
She's a spider. She's a tiny creature, I think.
And misses with
Yes.
its bite. So Esmeralda
there.
flies
Yes.
to her master. And as you all retreat in panic, you hear laughing from the manticores, and the one manticore retreats back into its hole.
Yeah.
Room, like it
I
looks
say
like
we
a lot.
resurface
Wait,
Yeah.
and we buy some pointy sticks.
We
You
have
don't
a lot
have
of
pointy
those
sticks,
already.
right?
No, we need pointier, longer sticks to throw at it.
I mean,
So
maybe we.
the light you can't see the end of the tunnel anymore since you retreated too far away. So yeah, but the manticores don't seem to follow you.
Okay.
Oh, there we had a jump scare.
A tiny little jump scare.
Worth
Yeah.
it to go on for 5 more minutes.
Definitely.
Yes.
All right.
Wow, that was fun.
Yes, it was.
Any closing notes from anybody?
No, it's just like that. We roleplayed today so perfectly. It fits perfectly into my backstory. I like it.
Okay, so shall we stop right here, or do you want to retreat to the surface?
I would say let's do that next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Alright,
still
then-
some other places. Whoops, there like to.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
and
the
you
Trogdor's
found
statue.
you found your bronze mask finally.
Yeah, and
It's
Alice is
so-
still
fun.
wearing it.
Okay, there's more.
Both on her
You're
waist.
just wearing a copy of it.
Yeah,
So,
no,
all
but she has it
right.
on her waist as well. The actual mask.
Yeah. Thank you very much for playing.
Yes.
It was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
Of course, thanks. It was great.
Yeah.
And also thanks to our Twitch viewers for attending our fun session today. And see you around next week.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye bye.